Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Welcome to the streaming.
Yay.
How you doing, darling?
Doing all right. How about you?
Good. I'm very tired.
Mm-hmm.
Sleepy.
Sleepy even.
Sleepy tired.
Sleepy tired.
I woke up at 10 in the morning, which is a lot.
Which is basically the middle of the night.
And I could not go back to sleep because when I put the blanket on, I'm too warm and I get too warm and I'm sweaty and I'm too warm. And when I put the blanket off, shiver, I'm cold.
Sophie doesn't even know the patented one leg out of the blanket.
You fool! I tried one leg out. I tried two legs out. I tried literally covering half of my body, like vertically half of my body with the blanket. Nothing worked.
Good God.
I tried everything. I tried for 2 hours.
Scientists should run experiments on you.
I know.
You anomaly.
I've got some thermal fuckery going on. I could probably run a generator.
You probably could.
Hi, everybody. Hope you're doing wonderfully today. We are going to be playing some Spelunky because it is my chill out game. And I looked to Duke and I said, I don't know, I want to stream. And he graciously looked at me with those wonderful sweet eyes, and a light shone around him, as if he was a angelic presence. And he said, let us simply play Spelunky.
And I'll hang out with you.
And everything fell into place. Try covering only the small of your back. I tried everything. I tried every combination of blanket possible.
She knows all the tech.
I know all the tech. I know the Ninja Gaiden secrets. The combos. I know all the cheat codes. I know everything. Let's play Spelunky. We got song requests on. If you want to put a song on, you can do that.
So
that's
Sophie woke up at 10 this morning.
No kidding.
I woke up around 10.
No.
And I tried to go back to sleep.
Oh, maybe if you went back to sleep, yeah.
No, I tried to wake up at 10. I went back to sleep. Sophie left the room. And I was just like, oh, cool, I can go back to sleep. You know, I don't have to do anything. And then Grobert comes in the room. And Grobert says, yeah, I'm going to scratch on every single wall and walk around really fucking loud.
See, you're complaining about this. He does this every morning. You're just usually the one who wakes up first. He does this to me every morning. Every morning.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, maybe we should just stop him.
How? We're asleep.
Death.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit.
Damn.
I'm just kidding. He's too cute to get mad at him. It is a genuine problem because he's got the biggest, sweetest eyes.
He does.
You cannot be mad.
Of course, I want to thank monthly tippers Andromeda, K90, Justin Trans Girl, and Girl Stream Team. Thank you all so much.
Thank you all so much. Good job remembering.
Thank you. Yeah, I remembered as you were telling that story. I was like, no, I have to tell. I have to say it.
I gotta interrupt. I need to
find a moment to say the thing.
Did you?
What?
Find the moment.
I did find the moment. You were there. You were there.
Oh, congratulations. I love you.
I love you.
Wow.
Yeah, simple stream. There's not a lot of pre-stream shenanigans.
Yeah, no, we're just
I'm
chilling.
sleepy. We probably won't go too long tonight. Jackson and Cherry, our good friends, are coming over tomorrow, so we gotta make sure we get a good sleep tonight.
We're very excited.
We gotta wake up early because we gotta put the dinner in the oven because we're gonna make a slow cooked roast.
Yum.
So when they arrive, we'll all have a delicious meal together.
We gotta somehow impress Chef Jackson.
We do. Jackson's a chef, you know. Jackson's got 16 Michelin stars, you know.
It's true. It's true.
I counted them myself. And I said, "Ooh, it's hot because it's a star."
You're a star.
Ooh, I'm hot.
You are.
Ooh. But yeah.
Yeah, we're seeing them tomorrow.
We're seeing them tomorrow.
We have been panicking and cleaning.
Panicking is not me.
No, panicking's my job.
Yeah, that's your job.
My job
I've been
in this
fine.
house is I'm the house panicker.
Yeah, that's your designated position.
Yeah, I get paid for it. And by God, do I pay for it.
If you got paid for being anxious, we would literally
be millionaires.
We would be millionaires.
Life would be a dream.
Life would be a dream.
But then I'd make money, and then I wouldn't be able to pay the money, which would stress me. Wait.
You know what would happen? We'd be rich, and then you wouldn't be anxious anymore. Because we'd have money.
You'd think.
Oh, that's right. You know what? You're pretty good at finding things to be anxious about.
You'd think.
Yeah, maybe I'm wrong.
Rich people get anxious about the weirdest things.
That's true. They're like, my face mask they ran out of the all-natural guacamole. I have to get the unnatural guacamole for my face mask.
It costs $1,000 less.
Yeah.
Dear God. Poor thing.
And it's the exact same materials, but it costs $1,000 less.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just, it's a terrible evening. You know, it ruins the whole night. Fuck. I accidentally went up the ladder.
You did.
I did. I haven't played Spelunky in a little while. Ooh.
You haven't. You're a bit rusty.
A little bit rusty. A little bit rusty with it.
And that's A-okay.
Mm-hmm. Jackson judging your cooking. I'm actually legitimately, like, nervous.
Yeah.
For when he takes his first bite.
As
like,
you should be.
Like, I know he's not gonna be mean about it, right? Like, I'm not worried about that.
But what
but
if he's like, you know when you talk to like a little kid and they show you a picture and you go,
oh, that's awesome.
Oh, that's nice.
That's what I'm worried about, you know? What if, like,
what if
because
we get all that's nice did?
What if I get all that's nice did? Because I'm not gonna lie. I think the roast that I make is delicious, but it does use instant gravy packets as its seasoning. Seasoning. So, like, you know, there's room for an oh, that's nice. I can see it. I can see what would cause it.
Mm-hmm.
But I just gotta have faith that my mommy's recipe will carry us. What do rich people even do? Play PC games in their Tesla? Awesome.
Well, they couldn't do that because they would crash. The games, they would crash.
Oh,
you get it?
I get it.
You get it?
Oh, I get it.
Ha 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 ha. My Twitter account has been deactivated.
What do I need to do? Why am I walking around?
We
have the Ujedi. We can just leave.
The Ujedi.
Yeah, we can just
You've
leave.
got the dog.
Okay.
You don't have the dog.
Well,
okay, well, you've got
I
the
fell.
die.
Thank you for the laugh track. I love the silence that led up to that. The brief silence.
I was just reading the funny messages in chat. Mm-hmm. Like, imagine sitting in your garage playing Dota or something.
Imagine playing Dota. End of
sentence.
Playing
Dota, yeah.
This one sucks.
This one sucks.
You have to turn your body to look at the screen in the middle. It has to be uncomfortable. Actually, when I was
that's
young,
what I'm doing right now.
That's what Duke's doing right now. When I was younger, my mom had a partner who's he had one of those TVs in the car, you know, the ones, and we hooked up my PlayStation 2 to it, and so I got to play. I think it was called The Invisibles, the PS2 game for the movie The Invisibles. I think it was called that.
Okay.
It's a movie where the guy gets shrunk down and goes to a world of tiny people, and they have to get a ruby to pay off the loan for the house because their house is going to get
like the
taken
Goonies.
Away. Oh my god, it is like the Goonies. Yeah, except this time they're small and they sword fight with like grass blades or something.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And I played that in the car, and that was pretty awesome. It's the same guy who bought me Neopets: The Darkest Fairy when I was a kid, which is like a very good game, like way better than it has any right to be, but also it's kind of funny that, like, listen, I was like 11, 12 at the time. I was playing Call of Duty since I was like 7. So just there's something very funny to me about being handed a Neopets: The Darkest Fairy, the video game. And then I literally, when I looked at it, I was like, oh, great. And I played it and I was like, fuck, this is actually good. At like 11 years of age or whatever I was. Yeah.
I'm just watching the
Plasmir, you scared the shit out of me with that Gumby.
20 cents.
Scared the shit out of me by that
Thank
scream.
you. Sorry.
Jesus Christ.
Continue.
It's okay. I'm just imagining like a red dot sight getting taken off of you, and Red's going, okay, she can live today.
No, Neopets is The Darkest Fairy is a fantastic game.
Hell yeah.
And I did enjoy Neopets, although his name was Tyler. Tyler never knew that. Tyler did not know that I was interested in Neopets. That was a on a whim decision. Oh my goodness. Oh my god.
Flipping.
Moving.
Okay.
Fuck this. Fuck this. I hate this game. I played Contractors VR. It's a game I've played in the past. It is essentially, it's like Call of Duty in VR, right? I remember that game came out ages ago, right? That has been around for a long time. But recently, they had a big update that gave the community a ton of modding tools. And holy shit, there's some cool stuff in there.
Oh, yeah?
They have recreated Halo multiplayer down to the mechanics. You got regenerating shields and everything.
Wow.
All the weapons, and they actually reload like, you know, properly.
That's nuts.
There's like some PUBG stuff being in development. A bunch of cool stuff. The thing that excites me the most, that I was playing a bunch today of, is they made a Star Wars Battlefront, like the PS2 style Star Wars Battlefront recreation.
Yeah.
And holy shit, it is like packed with content.
Oh,
like
yeah.
the Halo one, right? Like it was fun, but it was still very clearly like built off the base of this Call of Duty VR game, right?
Sure.
But the Star Wars one has like, first off, bunch of Star Wars weapons, and they look great, and they actually handle quite well. But the game is also balanced differently. Like, you know, guns shoot straight, but in Star Wars, nothing shoots straight, and the weapons are all actually inaccurate, like in the same way. And you have to like balance around that with how you choose to fight. And then what's more exciting to me than that is there's also fucking like jetpacks and like speeder bikes, and you can play as Jedi and all sorts of stuff.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, it's nuts how much there is. Please.
Hey, Sophie.
Yeah?
What if Kirby was a little mole and they could burrow in the sand for crabs?
I don't know if I trust that. I think that sounds like a scam.
A
Hello? Why am I
scam?
not... Oh, I was doing it right. I just can't do it from there, I guess. Okay. Sorry, what were you saying? Yeah, it's a scam. That sounds like a scam.
Okay.
I don't trust that. I think that Kirby would be trying to sniffing for my toes,
Oh.
and that's the scam.
You're gonna eat your toesy woesies?
From the sand, yes, because I'm walking barefoot on the sand.
Oh, dear God.
Keep up with the narrative.
God, speaking of things and stuff.
Fucking
This TF2, huh?
What about?
With
Oh
all
yeah, the
fucking
asset leak.
Leaked assets and
Oh
stuff.
my
Yeah.
God, yeah. Everything. The whole asset repo got leaked. It's nuts.
Yeah.
There's Fem Soldier model was found in there. What else was found in there? A bunch of old maps, like poses for
Some
old
witch
promotional material. Yeah, the witch girl who is
Yeah.
she's the fucking witch girl that they have on the magazine that you get, like the spellbook magazine. They found her model in there. Like so much stuff. It's crazy. Like I hope some good stuff comes out of it, you know?
I doubt it.
Well, I mean, I don't mean officially. I mean, from
okay.
like a fan. Valve's not. What would Valve do with it? It's
don't
old
fucking
stuff.
know.
I hope from a fan perspective, some good comes of it.
Pornography.
Pornography, please. Speaking of these connect.
I thought-
The Contractors VR mode also has like a TF2 mode. I didn't play it today, but apparently it's pretty good as well. Like,
I thought you meant speaking of pornography. And I'm like,
no. There's concept art for fem swapped characters. Yeah, I don't know if that was on archived with the asset repo leak, or if that was before.
That was before.
I think
I've seen that before.
I think the concept art was from before. I didn't know it was official concept art.
Yeah.
But I believe that was from before the leak. However, I hadn't like...
They never saw the model.
I hadn't seen it, so... but yeah, the model... We didn't know that was a thing. I could be wrong about the concept art also. That might have been with the leak.
No, I swear to God, I saw the concept art
yeah, I don't know.
beforehand.
I believe you. I hadn't seen it, but also I thought from the way they were talking about it that it was something we had seen before. So.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know.
But I'm rusty. Nice.
Oh my God. I'm so full of goo.
So full of goo. But yeah, it sucks though, because like Contractors VR is a lot of fun. I was hoping I can get some friends together to play it, but the problem is it forces voice chat on.
No.
Yeah, like I can turn off my mic. Nobody can hear me, but everybody else I can hear. And it's very much a Call of Duty lobby.
Yeah, no, that's dangerous.
You know how Call of Duty bros these days have one joke and it's, oh, I'm going to suck your dick. Watch out. I'm going to suck your dick, right? Like it's the homophobic jokes kind of turned in on their head, but they're still kind of homophobic.
Intricate rituals, yeah.
Intricate rituals, yeah. They still only have that one joke.
Wow, that's fantastic.
Yeah. Somebody was like, oh, I'm going to fuck you up. And they were like, don't threaten me with a good time. And then they all like laugh together with their bro laughs. It's like, they've only got one joke. Anyway, the point is, I can't turn it off. There's a mute button, but you have to mute them individually. And it also doesn't work sometimes. There is technically a button to mute everybody. Straight up does not work at all.
Great.
Functionally broken.
Great.
So unless I can find a way to fully mute voice chat, I don't think I can stream that. Unless I get a lobby of 20 full people or 24 people to all get together and play.
Well, chat.
Chat. 24 people in the community got VR. 23, I guess. Maybe we'll set something up, but no promises. If the TF2 mode's any good. I mean, 24 is literally the TF2 lobby number, so that'd be a blast. Yeah, I mentioned that there's like a PUBG mode. I don't know how shit like that would work, because the lobbies only max out at like 20-something. So, you know.
Maybe you have like a set number of lives or something.
Well, I mean, that wouldn't matter. Like, Battle Royale kind of just, the whole concept doesn't work without a lot of players, right?
No, it's true, it's true.
Lives wouldn't affect anything.
Yeah.
I mean, Population 1 also exists, so if I want to play VR Battle Royale, really, I'm going to play Population 1, because that game's actually fucking great.
Yeah.
I should play that again. I haven't played that since, like, around its launch.
Didn't you mean to play that with your grandpa?
Oh, yeah, we didn't, like, actually mean to play it, but we talked about it. I think we were mostly joking. But,
I think your grandpa could get sick frags.
I think he could get sick frags, potentially. I think he has it in him.
He has it in him. He has the potential.
Yeah, he's got that potential for sick frags within. Pop 1, if you don't know, is for chat. If it's a Battle Royale VR game. It's actually really fun. There's you can climb anything in the world, which is fun. It's not like Boneworks climbing, where you know it's all physics based. You literally just pull up with your hand and you climb.
It's kind of awesome.
And it's actually momentum based. So if you swing your arm and launch yourself up, you get a bunch of momentum with it and you climb faster. And it leaves the ideal way to climb, the genuine best way to do it is to just go fucking monkey mode and just like full on gorilla arms swinging your way up. It's great.
That rules.
And then you can glide, and it's so intuitive, and it's one of the best VR implementations I've ever seen. And it's from this silly little Battle Royale game. You just stick your arms out, and they're your wings.
That's how it should be.
And the gliding adjusts based on, you don't turn by like turning, you turn by moving your arms left and right.
Yeah.
Like you're a little airplane, and it works so well. It's so intuitive.
Oh, that's sweet.
You just do it. It's crazy. It was such a good mechanic. I want to go back and play that. I'm like hyping myself up to it. But
hell yeah.
Yeah. That being said, my VR aim is so rusty. I can't hit shit.
Only one way to get better.
Yeah, that's true. I used to be like a freaking Deadeye.
Yeah?
Yeah, I used to be pretty good at shooting stuff in VR.
Awesome.
I need a VR stock. Cough, cough, thrown, exclamation point thrown. VR stocks are like,
I thought you said VR stuck, like fucking home stuck.
I need VR stuck. I do. No, you got me. That's actually what I meant to say. This seed fucking sucks.
Yeah.
I cannot easily get to the thing. I have to use so many bombs to get to the thing. God damn. Pop 1 is on your wish list? Yeah, no, it's great. It's a very, very worthwhile experience. It's genuinely really, like, so it surprised me as to how fun it is. The shooting's very arcadey. So, like, there's a crosshair on your screen, which I'm not in love with. But it ends up working fine. Reloading is so generous. You just have to go like within a mile radius of your magazine, and it just floats under the gun. You don't have to reach for it or anything. So you just go within a mile radius of the gun and just slap under it, and done. You're reloaded.
Awesome.
But it works for it's kind of Fortnite-y. Speaking of Fortnite, there was like a really half-baked building system in the game. Kind of hope they got rid of it because it didn't add anything. Nobody used it. Or either I hope they got rid of it or they improved it.
Either that or an entire like community of like crazy builders, like how it happened in Fortnite. You know, you like shoot one shot and they've got an entire fucking building around them. One or the other. Index
stocks are so expensive for what's almost amounts to a few feet of PVC pipe and Velcro. Technically, it's a little more than that. If you want a decent one, you want to be able to break off the controllers, because if you're locked to it permanently, what are you going to do? You're going to get fucked as soon as you're not holding a gun. So the good ones have magnets, and then those magnets have to be fitted to the controller, and then the magnets have to be tuned so it's not too hard to pull it off, but you're not accidentally pulling it off. I can see where the price comes from when you factor in a lot of that stuff.
You should simply make them yourself.
Well, I mean, if I wanted to make one myself, we don't have a 3D printer, so I couldn't make the controller holders, right? But I mean, like, if you do want a PVC Velcro simple one, that is something you can make for like $10.
Nice.
Yeah, and people do that.
Sadly, Sophie is very picky.
I am picky. Well, legitimately, like, if you're locked to the thing, you can't even reload your gun at that point because your hands are glued to your gun. You couldn't even pick up the gun if you're locked to it, because you have to like let go. Oh, hello.
Oh, hello.
I'll take that.
Oh,
that's fine. No, it's fine. It's in a wall.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
keep forgetting whatever rule is.
It's all good. That's what I'm here for.
The gaming part.
The gaming.
I'm just here to look pretty.
I love you.
I love you. Oh, Marshmallow's sipping a water.
Sippin'.
He's a little bit of a sippy guy.
Kind of a sippy guy.
He's kind of drinking.
I have heard a rumor.
Yeah.
That he's a bit of a sippy guy.
Oh, no.
Wait, I gotta actually, speaking of gun stocks, I gotta tell a story. Somebody has designed a new gun stock, and I saw it posted on Reddit, and it's
oh, no.
the funniest thing in the world. It's called, I think it's called the face stock. And you fucking, it is PVC, it breaks in half. Down the middle. So instead of having the magnets break off the controllers, so you can just use those on their own, the actual stock breaks off in the middle with a magnet.
Yeah.
So you can still use them separately, but there's these big thick bars on your controllers. But whatever, you know, they break. That's good. But the face part comes in with the way you're intended to use it is instead of putting it in your shoulder like a gun works, you're supposed to rest the stock part against your forehead.
Oh.
Against the physical headset.
Oh.
Don't ask me how that's supposed to work.
I guess if you look at something, then you will.
I
shoot
guess,
it?
but
is that the?
That's not really how
line of.
I don't think
thought?
that's really how guns work.
Well, yeah, but this isn't a gun. This is.
Yes, it is. It's a gun stock. It's to use virtual guns, and virtual guns are modeled off real guns.
I guess so.
Like, I don't mean that in like, oh, I don't think guns. Like, I literally mean like, I don't think that would physically work.
Wouldn't the gun just clip through your face in the game?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it would clip through. It wouldn't aim right. Like, why can't you just put it in your shoulder? That's why?
Well, it seems to work for that Redditor.
Your shoulder's right there. I guess so. But they're like distributed.
So.
Like, it isn't just like a thing they made at home. This is like a thing that they're selling.
Oh, well then
that's what I mean.
Crazy.
Yeah. It was so funny. They just had a
really
video.
Want to see a picture.
They just had a sure. All right, let me look.
Yeah.
They just had a video of it, and they just had it on their face. Hang on, let me find it. All right, let me look this up. It's called the gun face. Excuse me.
The gun face.
Gun face.
Yo.
Yeah. Oh man.
Oh, I love this.
Here we go. Here's a little GIF. Let me pull this up.
Oh, I love this.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just have it against their face. I mean, like, I do like how reloading the shotgun, they like broke it in half to just reload, but like, it's so silly.
I mean, the thing is the way that it's designed, it looks like you could feasibly use it as a
I mean, I guess, but
one.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? You could still shoulder it, but to shoulder it, it would need to be in the top, not the bottom. It's upside down.
Yeah, but you could probably just flip it.
No, I don't think you could flip it. It looks built in. Like, why?
I think
Why? It's so silly.
I think it kind of rules.
No, don't support this.
Don't enable him.
It's so weird. Like, they clearly were extremely good with it. Like their movements were very swift, right?
Yes.
Like anything, you could use it. You could eventually get good with it. But it feels like such a weird, unnecessary departure from what we already have.
I just think that it would obfuscate the vision.
I think so too. Like, I think the idea, right? I think the idea is that it is supposed to line up with the gun sight when you scope in.
Yeah.
But one, that cannot work with every gun. Every gun is like, every sight is heighted differently. So that doesn't make sense really there.
Sure.
And then number two, just like,
every game is gonna have a different like gun setup.
Yeah, like, I don't know. I feel like it just doesn't make a lot of sense. And again, that's just not how guns are designed.
Yeah.
Like, you're supposed to use the gun by shoulder. Like, that's how you steady it, too. Like, that's how... Like, when you use a VR gun with a VR gun stock, it's pretty one-to-one. Because, like, when you go to a 3D modeling program, you take a gun, and you plug it in a VR game, it's still the same as a real gun. Your hands go the same places. Your face goes the same place.
Lord Slimeapple has a good point. It does feel like half an idea.
It's a half of a gun stock, because it breaks in half.
awesome.
It's just very funny. I think it's just very, very funny.
It's a bit goofy.
I could not help but laugh when I saw it.
But if it woiks, it woiks.
I mean, the thing is, like, does it woik? Like, they clearly were doing pretty good with it, but they also seem to be the developer. And they probably have quite a bit of experience working with it.
There is a developer bias.
There's a bit of a developer bias.
Simply, I think that... How much was it?
I didn't check the price.
Oh, well, we should just update our donation goal to you buying this.
No, thank you.
Showcasing it for the lovely people of your Twitch stream.
I would much rather have a gun stock that doesn't go on my forehead. Oh, also, I totally forgot to mention the biggest problem with it.
Yeah.
It's not even the silliness. It would block your cameras. It would block your tracking cameras.
No, you're right.
It would fuck up your tracking.
No, you're right.
Are you kidding me? I was on top of him. Fuck that. Okay, thank God we're not dead. But yeah, it would block your tracking cameras, which I totally forgot to... Oh, come on!
Oh.
It's for Quest, you couldn't use it anyway? It looked... I mean, like... they might have it for multiple controller mounts. The fact that it breaks smoothly in half means it wouldn't be hard to mount it on other controllers, right?
Sure.
Which is an actual benefit, right?
Yeah.
Like, that one I can see. Also, the fact that it's on the Quest is even worse because the Quest has inside-out tracking, and blocking those cameras is, 1, very easy to do, and 2, a lot more detrimental. If you've ever used inside-out tracking, it's blocking the cameras really fucks things up because so how the Index and older VR headsets worked was you would put base stations around. In terms of the Oculus, they were cameras. In terms of the Index, it's just infrared lights. And then the headset would just either the headset would look for the lights or the cameras would look for the headset, whichever one you have. Mm-hmm. And it would track what you're doing. It would physically track you, right? It's cameras. Inside out tracking, the way that works is your controllers have lights on them and the headset has a bunch of cameras on it. And the cameras are constantly scanning your room and determining the shape of it to figure out where you are in a 3D space. Yeah. And then the lights on the controllers are being tracked to figure out where those are in a 3D space. This has issues because if your hands go behind you, it no longer knows where your hands are. So that's a problem. But then there's just, there's other stuff. It's a flawed system. But the key is, if you block those cameras, there's a huge effect because each camera is doing a lot of work. Whereas with base stations, you block one of them, you still got another one. They're both doing the exact same thing. They're both doing all the work, right? Mm-hmm. If you have 3 base stations, even better. Older VR headsets is a concept that's giving you a heart attack. I mean, it's true.
How many generations of Oculus type headsets have there been?
I want to say 3 or 4. Yeah. I mean, if you want to talk about consumer ones.
Yeah, that's pretty darn older generation.
Yeah, there was the Oculus CV1, which I got in, I think, 2017. I think it was released in either 2016 or 2015.
Yeah.
And that had cameras. Mm-hmm. The Vive used the same base stations that I have now, basically, just a worse version of them. But it was infrared lights, and the headset itself had the cameras. Mm-hmm. And those are around the same time, Vive and Oculus Rift. And then the Rift CV1 and the Quest came out, and those had inside-out tracking. And that was, 2019?
Something like that.
Something like that. And then, there was...
There's the Quest 2.
There's the Quest 2, which is the same system.
Yeah.
Basically, those are the only 2 systems. Now, I will say, I shouldn't say older for outside, because Index is not old, and it uses outside-in tracking. It uses base stations.
Sure.
But most modern headsets are using inside-out now, because even though there are flaws with it, the biggest juicy part is you don't have to have base stations. That's less setup, right?
And the even more biggest thing is that they get to scan your room and sell it to the cops.
I don't know how much of that is true. I don't want to spread misinformation. I don't know if they actually collect room data. Mm-hmm. At least not all of them. Facebook, I wouldn't be surprised, but they're not the only ones doing inside-out tracking anymore. So
yeah.
Yeah. No, the big thing is, though, there's no setup, right? It's easy to just throw the headset on and you're done. You can go anywhere with it. Actually, that is really the big thing is you can go outside of your range, Like if you go to a gymnasium, you can just have infinite range. Somewhat. If your room is too big, I think the headsets get a little confused sometimes. At least they did with the Quest 1. I don't know about the modern iteration.
I mean, that makes sense. They don't have anything to reference.
That's the thing. When they get too big, they get a little confused, apparently. Also, reflective surfaces, which gym floors are pretty reflective.
Yeah.
That confuses them a lot. But yeah. Xbox Connect inflatable boat? What are you... Wait, what?
Xbox Connect inflatable boat.
Inflatable boat? It's the evolved form of those third-party Wii peripherals that get used for like 3 games maximum. Yes, it is. 100%. Like gun stocks. 100% are.
Remember when they put a gun stock on the Wii?
I do. The Wii Zapper. I had one.
The Wii Zapper,
It wasn't good. It was pretty bad.
Yeah.
I used it.
No, it's fucking trash.
Yeah, I played it Call of Duty Black Ops with it, and I pretty quickly switched off because I realized, you know, it wasn't helping my aim, and it was awkward.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it didn't have a shoulder, which is why it didn't help your aim. Hang on, I gotta Google this.
It was like a crossbow. Yeah, no, look at that.
Okay, it has a shoulder. Fuck me.
No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't. Okay,
No,
yeah, no. That's why. Yeah, so it's like there's literally no point to it. The Wii Zapper didn't have a shoulder.
Yeah.
And so it's not going to help your aim any. If the Wii Zapper had a shoulder, it actually probably would have been worthwhile to put one on. You know what I mean? When playing Call of Duty or whatever.
I feel like in the case of like Wii games, there's probably so much extra what would it be, like aim assist that...
I don't think they had aim assist.
No kidding.
I don't think they did. But I was also like 14 when I played last, so... That's
true. We gotta play it again, I guess. Let's get a Wii.
I want a Wii. That was a loud stunt. That hurt my ears, I'm not gonna lie. But I did... I had a gun stock... Or I had a Wii Zapper, and they were bad.
Uh-oh.
You know what?
Yep, no time.
No time.
No time.
I thought it was mine for some reason, even though it was wandering. I wasn't thinking.
It's okay.
But yeah, all this to say is, yeah, gun stocks are a peripheral like anything else. I mean, the Wii is not the first thing to invent peripherals, but the sort of idea of a motion controller peripheral.
Yep.
Yeah. But as all of time is told, you know, if your game needs a peripheral, it is unlikely to succeed. So that's why there's very few VR peripherals. Gun stocks are the only ones that have taken off because VR is such a perfect fit for shooters, and it helps a lot. It is genuinely very helpful to have a nice gun stock. Yeah. You can post an image of the boat in this, please. I want to see the Kinect.
Please, I want to see it so bad.
But yeah, like a lot of people over the years have talked about VR peripherals as it's growing, and every time they do, I just kind of roll my eyes. Like the gun stock makes sense because so many games can benefit from that.
Sure.
And the way the design works is because they're magnets, you can break them off. You can
immediately swap.
You can immediately swap, right? Like if you need to do something else, right?
Yeah.
So it is a non-intrusive peripheral, but there's so few other examples where you could actually use a VR peripheral. Like I've seen a kayak, like a kayak paddle going around lately. Some people are having fun with that, but do you want to know how many VR kayaking games there are?
That is so funny.
There's one. There's one.
You could just use a broom handle at that
You could
point.
just use a broom handle and just tape the controllers to the ends.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, like the Wii peripherals, something that kept them all together was none of them actually gave you new functionality, right? Yeah. Every Wii,
like the Wii wheel,
every Wii peripheral, and this was important for them to like even sell in the first place, is they were novelty. Like the Star Wars lightsaber one, it made it heavy and awkward. It sucked, but it was also a fucking lightsaber, right? All the Wii peripherals were novelties, and in my time, you know, watching VR grow as a platform, a lot of people have been like, oh well, you know, I think this game would be really cool for VR, but it needs, you know, it would need you to have like a thing you can, like, okay, controllers, for example, right?
Sure.
People are always talking about controllers. And people are like, oh, I want a VR game that has no controllers at all. You just use your hands. And it's like, okay, how are you going to like move in the game, right? How's it going to detect that? And they're like, oh, well, I don't know. And then like, well, maybe there could be a peripheral you can get. This example's bad because the peripheral in this case is just the controller, but I forget the examples, but people have suggested peripherals, and every time it just kind of comes back to like, for that game alone, you're going to pay $35-$50.
Okay. Consider. Here's my sales pitch.
Please, sales me.
Fucking DDR dance pad.
For VR?
Fucking Dance Revolution. How do you walk around? You fucking step forward.
Oh. all right.
You fucking step forward.
I'm into that. Another example of like VR peripherals that never went anywhere is like the kind of similar to what you're saying is like the track pads you would walk on.
Yeah.
Like the ones that you could physically walk in VR. one, that's expensive as hell, but two, just like, I don't know, VR is expensive enough. You get into peripherals, you get dangerous.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I think peripherals belong in the, kind of like a child will buy this because they think it looks cool.
Exactly.
Direction. And I mean, what are gamer adults if not very, very large children with a paycheck?
All this is to say is the VR gun stock is one of the very few peripherals that actually kind of makes sense in my head. But at the same time, how many people actually own a VR gun stock, right?
True.
It's still perfectly doable.
Well, the guy who has it attached to his head.
Exactly. I don't know. I wish I remembered my examples because like I used to like I don't know. I used to be really in with VR, and I remember people would like suggest peripherals. I can't remember what they are off the top of my head, but like every single time I was like, who's gonna buy that? Who's gonna use that? And where else are they gonna use that? Why are you stepping forward on the DDR peripheral? Why are you gliding with 1 foot ahead of the other? Your character's wearing.
Okay. This is the next Shadow game.
Fuck yeah!
Fuck yeah! Full hand control so that you can flip off people and shoot guns. Big old shoes that are basically like Heelys. And just really loud.
You have to wear the shoes. You still have the DDR pad, but you have to wear the shoes.
No, I actually like that. The shoes are what controls like the thing. You've just got, and the reason why the reason why they're so big and clunky is because
they got the technology inside, but they still have to be on a track, like a DDR pad.
Okay,
it's like a pair of shoes, and they connect to the pad, right?
Yeah.
Like they have like a signal inside, and when they touch the pad, then it can hear. So you have to wear the shoes, and they're huge and clunky.
Also, people going like, "Whoa, VR shoes!" Like fucking VR chat for example already made that.
Who are you thinking of $5?
Donated $5. All I have been able to think about for the past few months is Metal Gear Rising.
I gotta play Metal Gear Solid 4 so I can play Metal Gear Rising.
Blah.
Fuck yeah, though. Thank you for the $5. There's a few other peripherals that make sense. Index fans and Quest battery packs. You got me there. Yeah. No, those do make sense as well.
Well, I mean, battery packs are like.
Yeah, a battery pack. Can you really call that a peripheral? But like fans are 100%. That's a peripheral, and it makes sense. I would get an index fan. Except I've heard a little bit of worrying stuff regarding the index fans. If you don't know, there's the index is a USB slot in the front.
Yeah.
And Valve literally didn't have any ideas for what to do. They're like, just fucking go for it. That was basically a way for them to say, if you want to do something with this, go ahead.
It's just for all the
developers.
Weirdos. Yeah.
And so people developed a basically air conditioning that plugs into the USB slot. It's right in the front, and it like sucks air out of the headset. And honestly, amazing idea, because I get so sweaty in VR.
Perfect for my VR sucking games.
Yeah, perfect. The problem is I've heard some people talk about the moisture like getting into the actual electronics from your sweaty skin.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Oh, yeah,
I don't know if that's all or just like one model. I didn't look too much into it.
Do you want to see the boat, the Kinect boat?
I want to see the boat. Let me play for it. Next time I die, I'll look at the boat. Also, I have seen the Wii fishing rod. I think I owned one. Okay, I died.
Wow, that was fast.
Yeah, the Wii fishing rod is funny. It was just a big like. It looked like an alien proboscis or something. You know what it looks like in Half-Life? You know the little plants that they have lights on the end, and when you go near, they hide.
Sure.
But when you're far away, they're a little stalk. They're like little glow stalks.
That's fan art.
Yeah, this is fan art. Oh, we got fan art. Oh, I want to look at that later.
Oh, Zap, that's adorable.
Thank you, Zap. Well, I'll bring that up in just a sec here.
Oh my god.
We've got.
And Evelyn, thank you for the 20. Oh no, not 25. That's an omen number.
That's an omen number.
Thank you so much, Evelyn. That's small. This is the Kinect boat. What do you do?
Game boat.
Is it just a boat?
I think it's just something on the ground.
And Z, thank you for the $10. Thank you so much.
My God.
Is this just a boat?
Enjoy the emotions of the best games.
Do you think this is rated for like
your
kayaking?
home.
And this is the Wii fishing rod.
I love the Wii
Yeah, it's
fishing
literally
rod.
like a little proboscis, and then the side thing. There was a shittier version that didn't have the side thing. That's the one I had. I didn't have this one.
Then what was the fucking point?
This one you physically reel. Yeah. The other one was just long. The other one just looked weird.
Awesome.
While we're here,
Show off the fan art.
yeah. Zap Porter made some fan art just now. This is so cute. Thank you so much.
This is adorable.
This is so sweet.
This is so sweet.
I love it. We're at the ocean.
We're at the ocean.
I want to go to ocean with you.
Yeah. That'd be nice.
I want to swim in the ocean. I've never swam in the ocean.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Do I mean Proboscis?
Proboscis?
I think I mean...
Proboscis?
Wait.
Proboscis?
Is it pronounced proboscis?
Proboscis.
No, it's not. Proboscis. Wait, proboscis. Wait. I said proboscis. But it's not. There's no k in it.
Proboscis.
Proboscis.
It's proboscis, apparently.
What?
Yeah. So everybody was wrong. Well, I don't know about chat because they're typing, but I said proboscis. Apparently it's proboscis.
Oh no.
Proboscis.
Proboscis. I'm probably going to keep saying proboscis.
I'm probably gonna keep saying proboscis.
It's definitely not proboscis.
My body stays vicious. All the high blood's feeling nervous.
Proboscis. Why is it pronounced like that? The C is silent. Yeah, the C is silent. It's next to an S. That's like a thing. Where does a C go? So when a C is next to an S, it goes silent. Sometimes. It's, you know how English is. They take from a billion different source languages, and so... If I was in grade 3, I could explain this, but I'm not in grade 3 anymore, and I don't remember the lesson. But we definitely got taught something about this.
I swear to
Since when? Hang on, I can think of other. Hang on, SC words.
Scleria.
SC sounds like S words. Hang on, there's definitely others. When SC comes before an E or an I, as it does in scent. There we go, scent. What? And then there's I, so proboscis. So it's before E or I. There we go. I forgot.
All the time I turn around, trolls gather around.
Abscess, adolescent, ascend. Yeah. So if SC comes before E or I, then it's a S sound. We were talking about this during Christmas, and so I went to a extremely fanatical Christian private school for the first 5 years of my education, kindergarten to grade 4. And I've told this part on the stream before. I've talked about the reason we left is because they tried to get my mom to sign a form that said they would be permitted, I'm basically quoting here, permitted to do anything they thought was necessary for the benefit of my religious well-being.
Terrifying sentence.
Terrifying. What the fuck does that mean? Literally it's a permission slip to let them do anything.
Anything.
Probably leads to beatings and stuff, right? Like, what the fuck? We also got in huge trouble because we didn't go to church because my mom was not religious.
And then they also tried to get your mom to date within the church.
Yes,
They thought
yes.
a single mom wasn't.
They were like, oh, it's not nice for you know, it's not biblical for it's not good for a woman to have a children with no husband, right? And the first church sermon they forced us to go to, because they forced us to go to 2 before my mom put her foot down and said no. The first one, they started preaching immediately about how, like, your husband is like God because you are supposed to do everything that he says in the house. Literally, I'm not kidding. And then the second time was about, like, oh, how lesbians and gay men are evil, right? Standard fanatical Christian church stuff. Yeah. Anyway, the point I'm making here is because they had church money, and they have a lot of church money. They are a very large church. They had extremely good instructors. And so those first 4 years of like education, they were incredible. And I have, like, something about the English specifically has ingrained itself into my mind. I, in grade 10, took like this, no, not even, like grade 8, took this English test. And the point of it was like these college level, university level English words. And they basically said, A, B, C, or D, what do you think this word means? And I guess something they did to me, they put God in the fries or something at hot lunch. I don't know. But I got 100% on it. And like, I didn't know any of these words, but I was like, oh yeah, that one just makes sense. It just sounds like that. So it's something to do with like the understanding of how words are structured stuck with me, and I was able to figure that shit out. So this whole SC before I or E thing, I knew it was right, but like when y'all were asking, I was trying to explain it, and I was like, wait a minute, how do I know this is right? Like the E before I thing, that makes sense, right? Like now that I've read it, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. But like I was like, hang on, I gotta go back to grade 3 real quick. What did they say in that class? I swear it was nuts. Like, I could do long division with infinite amount of numbers. You could put as many numbers as you wanted on. I would be able to do the long division for it. It'd take me a while, but I could do it. And then immediately after I left that school, poof, it's gone.
Damn.
I couldn't do any of it. The English stuck with me, but only in like instinctively. I don't actually know the rules. I don't know the lessons. Math, you can't really do math instinctively. You need to know the rules of math. Math is a yes or no type deal. It's binary, right?
Sure.
But English kind of flows, and that I you know, there's an instinctual level there, but fucking I don't. It just was gone. Everything else was just gone.
That's nuts.
Yeah, I genuinely, you know that Doctor Who episode where they put super smart stuff in the fries? They like the oil had an alien compound that made you extremely intelligent.
Okay.
It was like an elementary school. This was a Doctor Who episode. It was very good. Anyway, pretty sure I lived through that.
Awesome.
It was so fucking wild. That is how long division works, to be fair. Okay, but I could do it is the point. I don't even know how to do regular any division now. If it's more than 2 digits a piece, I'm out.
Really?
Yeah.
I love you.
I mean, generally. I never learned my times tables. Should we pronounce SCP Foundation like Sippy Foundation? No.
Yes.
No, because the SC doesn't come before I or E or I. Just saying.
Sippy Foundation.
You feel that, like, you know it's correct to say a large green snake rather than a green large snake, but you could not for the life of you tell you why. Yeah, I feel like something, I mean, language, you know, you learn it on a very personal level because it's how you communicate. So I think there's there becomes an instinctual connection to, you know, how to make that work. I don't know.
There's a reason why, like, the best way to learn a language is to, like, you know, go to a place that speaks the language.
Yeah, right?
It's just how
you live
brains
it,
are
right?
built, yeah.
To be fair, times tables are basically worthless. I mean,
No,
I disagree. that it's just a quick way to do a lot of math.
Yeah.
You're a game dev and work with math all the time, but you have no idea how to do division. I mean, hey. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have to eventually break into game dev math.
Yep. Good luck.
Thankfully, Couplescraft shouldn't need any of it, but the project I do after Couplescraft is done is going to need some math because it's going to be a VR title, and I already know that a lot of that is going to be mathematically equating like what angles the hands have to be at and what the speeds have to be at, and all this. I can already sense the math that's going to need to be done to make that game a reality. Like, for example, like fucking like flicking your wrist up to like pull an object in Half-Life Alyx, right?
Sure.
That's got to be a math equation, right? Something about velocity and direction and all that shit.
Sure.
I don't know how to do that. Just asking because you're heading down the 2010s motion control spiral. Does anyone remember PlayStation Move? I remember PlayStation Move. I used PlayStation Move, and it was actually like pretty good.
What is PlayStation Move?
PlayStation Move was Wii Motion Plus, but for PlayStation.
Oh.
Yeah, it was a stick with a glowing ball on top.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like the one with the orange glowing thing?
Yeah. Well, it wasn't orange. It was multicolored. It was multicolored.
Oh.
You know how the light bar works in the PS4 controller?
Yeah.
Literally exact same hues and colors of that.
Oh.
Yeah, it's the exact same thing. So, yeah, the PlayStation Move. I played one game. It was at Future Shop, which was what Best Buy used to be called in Canada.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it was a Best Buy
Shop.
subsidiary. They're gone now. But anyway, Future Shop was having a demo on the PlayStation Move, and I went in one day and I played a little. There was like a sword fighting game. It was great.
All I think of when you mention PlayStation Move is that one fucking promotional image of that lady who has like the fucking bow and arrow. That's all I can think of. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I don't.
There's like this one promotional image.
Sneeze? Hey!
Bless
Continue.
you.
Thank you.
It's just like
Oh.
Oh.
I messed up. That's
Oh.
fine.
But it was just a person holding like a bow and arrow and smiling, like advertisements only can.
Yeah, so the biggest thing with the PlayStation Move, where they weren't really thinking forward, is it had no secondary controller, like a nunchuck, for example. They might have eventually added one, but by default, it was like the Wiimote, where you just start with the one remote.
Yeah.
But the games they were making actually, at least from what I played, felt and played very much kind of like what today's VR games play like.
Okay.
Which, you know, it makes a lot of sense why they eventually did VR.
Sure.
Yeah, in fact, I'm pretty sure the current controllers, I mean, I don't even pretty sure. I know for a fact that all VR controllers come from that, you know, gyrotech initially. But anyways, it was cool. Yeah, the game I played, you know, the that Wii Sports Resort game where you have like a sword baton?
The best one, yeah.
Yeah, the best one. It's kind of like that, except instead of a baton, it was a real sword, and I was fucking chopping shit up, and it was great.
Oh,
it was
hell yeah.
amazing. I don't know if it was a game or a demo or what, but it was fun as hell.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it felt good.
Oh, that rules.
Yeah.
I want to play Wii games. Pretty bad.
We gotta get a Wii.
I've been getting. I
We
have.
gotta get a Wii.
I've been itching for getting a Wii.
Either a whole Wii, or we could get like a Wii like a USB connector for a Wii sensor bar, and then get a Wii remote. And actually, you don't even need a USB. We just need the sensor bar itself, or 2 candles.
Or 2 candles.
Yeah, you've heard about that, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Trust me, my family house had the fucking 2 candles and everything.
Yeah, but then if we just get a Bluetooth enabled Wiimote, we could do that as well. But then like, then you have to run into emulation issues, right?
Yeah.
I think a Wii U would be ideal, because then you get the Wii, you get all the Wii games, and they're in upscaled HD right off the bat.
Yeah.
Right? So that's nice.
I'd be down.
Plus the Wii U is a great emulation console. We could put a bunch of stuff on that.
Fuck yeah.
Otherwise, we could get a regular Wii, but I would like to have like an HD upscaling dongle, because I don't like 480p.
I know. Your poor delicate gamer eyes.
I know, my gamer eyes.
And to be fair, it'd look nicer for chat anyway.
Wii's the most stable emulated platform. Yeah, Dolphin, they've done amazing work over there, so it wouldn't be too bad. But there is still bugs, even on Dolphin, as smooth as it is. Although I will say, if we were to do it on Dolphin, you know, we have access to like widescreen patches, texture packs, all that stuff.
That's
so
true.
There is reason to think of both.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Now you got me thinking.
Well, let's think. I want to play some of those Mario games. I miss the old, fucking new Super Mario games.
Yeah, the garbage ones that you love so much.
Yeah, they're garbage, but
they're
like,
so bad, and it's so funny.
I want to.
They just turned it into like a garbage cash grab. It didn't have to be bad. Like, I've always disliked the art style, but like, they could have at least, you know, they could have breathed life into that. They didn't have to make it their, we need an exclusive for the Wii U, quick!
That was my first ever Mario game, so I have nostalgia for it. Can you believe that? No,
fair.
actually, wait. I don't have the fucking mental, like, time map of it, but at one point I played Mario 64 on the DS.
Okay, I
feel like that's after, though.
I've got a funny story. I had a
Okay.
crush on a guy in high school,
Okay.
and he was just, all he could talk about for like a week was wanting to play New Super Mario Bros. That's all he wanted to play.
I'm so sorry that you've continued this trend.
Yeah, what the hell? And so one day I'm walking around in a thrift store,
Yeah.
as I do, because I used to go to thrift stores all the time.
Sure.
And lo and behold, I see a copy of New Super Mario Bros. Amazing, right? It's $2. Awesome.
Yeah.
So I buy it for him, I hand it to him. We go to his house to go play some. Open it up, it's Wii Sports. Inside, they put Wii Sports inside.
Oh, that sucks. You were duped.
I was duped. On the bright side, that same thrift store is where I got my original Game Boy. So, worked out. They're closed now, unfortunately.
Aw.
But that's where I got the Game Boy.
Where you got the Game Boy?
And so that's a worthwhile purchase there.
Oh.
It's so funny. Like, I had no idea. They thought I was like doing it on purpose at first. I
Aw.
was like, no.
That sucks.
It's
But
all
hey,
good.
Wii Sports.
Hey, Wii Sports. which he already owned, because everybody fucking has Wii Sports.
It comes with your fucking
It comes with your
Wii.
fucking Wii. It comes with the fucking Xbox. Going to the thrift store with the Slurpee you got in coins. Yes, literally, genuinely, yes. It was around the same time period. And the thrift store was a walk. The reason I was going to that thrift store was because it was 5 feet away from the 7-Eleven. They were like next to each other. Genuinely.
God, I'm in love with you.
I'm in love with you. I'm predictable. No, legitimately the exact same. Like, there's the exact same street.
Awesome.
Yeah, down that same street once I was carrying a Slurpee.
Yeah.
As I did.
Naturally.
Quite often. And I dropped it. And I'm like, damn it, you know, whatever. Ah, shit, I dropped my Slurpee. I looked to my left, and some guy from school who I knew was just losing it laughing. He saw me drop it. And was waving at me. It was so funny. Just like I slowly looked over. It felt like a little movie, like a sitcom moment.
Oh, that's awesome.
It was really funny.
Oh, Sophie dropped her Slurpee.
Hey, drop me a Slurpee. I want a Slurpee.
No.
No, we don't have money, but it's fine. But
We don't have Slurpee.
oh, you know what we
dolls.
have with the Slurpee maker?
Oh my god.
It won't be the same, but
We
I
don't
might.
have syrup, so.
We don't. Well, I could put a Coke can in there. It won't be great, but it'll be something.
Are you sure you want to stoop that low?
I might. It's mostly the texture that I'm there for Slurpees. You know that. Also, I never got a Jedi, so we have to leave.
Whoopsies.
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 Yeah, that was the last floor it could have spawning on. So could have spawned on. Excuse me. Here's something I did after high school, or I did after school in high school. Was the Slurpees there? Excuse me. You say after school. I had those during school.
Are you kidding?
Yeah, during lunchtime. Our school was like 5 feet away from a 7-Eleven. So during lunchtime, I'd get one every time. No, the Slurpee was constant.
Sophie, you are single-handedly why like 7-Eleven survived through those years.
I was the only person
prime
shopping.
Benefactor.
I legitimately have probably spent like thousands of dollars at 7-Eleven.
That's insane.
Although Slurpees are cheap as hell, so I'm probably not that much.
They should give you like a badge.
I would like to talk to the CEO of 7-Eleven.
I would like to.
I just feel like that we could have a business.
I'd
talk,
pay your
you know what I mean?
salary.
I felt like because they have like 7-Eleven point redeems, right?
Sure.
And I felt like at some point, because I had a lot of points and I never redeemed them because, you know, it's $2 for a Slurpee. $2.10 at the time. Thank you. Like I never redeemed them, so I had so many points.
You want to save up the points for the secret redeem?
Well, I was just saying, like, I felt like at some point I should, it's like when you turn 100, you get a letter from the Queen in Canada. I was thinking, like, come on, when am I getting my letter from the CEO of Canada saying, thanks for buying 10,000 Slurpees? I wonder if oh, this is not what I thought it was. I thought this was the Jedi spawn.
Well,
I don't know why I thought that.
free dog.
I was allowed to leave? Yeah, it was high school. Everybody's allowed to leave in high school. What? You're like an almost an adult in high school. Did they not let you leave during high school?
No.
They didn't let you leave?
No.
What? Jack sent you the $10. They didn't let you leave during high school. What?
No, it was a security
Jack's
risk.
donated
No, it's not. What are you doing?
My high school was surrounded by fucking security.
Ah, what the fuck is wrong with America?
I love you.
What's wrong with your country?
Like, I think only seniors were allowed to leave.
What the hell?
Any other kid, they'd
What
get
the
fucking pressured. And you'd have to go to the office and explain yourself.
They can't. You just go.
It's a security risk.
In middle school, we couldn't go, but that was just because we were like kids. We were in middle school. They had cops. You had cops in your school?
Yeah.
What the fuck? Only time I have ever had a cop in my school was when fucking Jody Williker or whatever her goddamn name was came over and brought her dad into school, and he was a cop. And he was like, well, whenever you speak to a cop, you need to refer to them as constable. They'll like that.
Constable?
That's the official term, and they'll appreciate it.
Constable.
Yeah, constable.
Jesus Christ.
That might be a Canadian thing. Is constable a Canadian thing?
I feel like if I referred to a police officer as constable, they'd think I'd be like, you know.
I think they'd offer the boot while your tongue's out.
Yeah, honestly, they would either think that or they think I'm being a little piece of shit.
Yeah.
And honestly, I don't really want to.
Well, to be fair, I was in grade 4 when I was.
No,
told
that's
this.
true.
So like, you know, most 4-year-olds haven't developed their healthy dose of cop distrust yet.
We have constables here in Texas? Well, fuck me. I don't know. I'm a California guy. I don't know shit about
I'm in
fuck.
Canada. Oh my goodness.
Wow, you almost got killed to death.
I did. Reason you went to a Catholic high school is because the public school is full of cops and your parents didn't feel like that's safe. Good on your parents, yeah.
I mean, like, are they wrong?
Are they wrong? That's the thing. Anyway, I don't want to linger on this because this is a bit of a bummer topic.
No, it's okay. It's just I love you, darling. There's schools in like the U.S. that have fucking metal detectors and shit.
I know, but it's still. I mean, it's so weird to
Shit's
think
crazy.
about. It's weird to think about.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, again, I don't want to linger on it.
Yeah. It's Slurpees, huh?
Slurpees.
Again, I think that you're like this. You were the sole benefactor of.
I probably have spent like a very large amount of money on Slurpees. I mean,
which is impressive because it's so cheap.
yeah, like okay.
Okay, so like high school, did you drink consistently, like drink Slurpees pre-high school?
Okay, well, let's say this. First off, yes, every day after karate, my grandpa would get me a Slurpee.
Oh my god, okay.
So that was 2 days a week. But let's just say high school for now, right?
Sure.
So how many school days are in a year?
It depends on the school.
Yeah, well, okay.
Let's just say 100 for ease. Actually, no.
There's so much more than 100.
There's like, oh, God.
how many school days in a year?
There's 104 days of summer vacation.
There's 104 days of summer, so no, that's too long. What fucking school goes off for 104 days for summer? Nobody.
I don't know.
180 exactly, really? I'm looking at my we got to get the right amount here. Under the School Act, here we go.
Under the School Act. Oh no, that's
Oh, this is so long. This is legalese. Hang on.
That's legalese.
Okay, we'll just say 180. Okay.
Yeah, sure, fuck it.
So
Just
let's say
round it up to 200, easy.
Sure, 200s.
200's fine.
So I had 3 years of high school. So 200 times 3 is 600 Slurpees. Now, you might say, Sophie, did you really get a Slurpee every day? No, but there were a lot of days where I got 2 Slurpees. So I think saying averaging to a Slurpee a day is fair.
Okay.
So 600 Slurpees.
600 Slurpees.
Honestly, not as much as I thought. 210 each. So, 600 times 2-ish. It's about, $1,200 Canadian.
Yeah, sure.
Canadian, thank you for the sub. But that's just high school. That's $1,200 over the course of high school.
Yeah.
Honestly, that number didn't come up as high as I expected it to.
Okay, but that's just high school.
That's just high school, yeah. So I would say I probably had daily Slurpees still for about 2 years later after that. So let's add 2 years to that. Oh, excuse me, sorry. That's 5 years total. So that's about 1,000 Slurpees. So we're gonna say about
Slurpees.
$2,000 now over the course of 5 years.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
All right.
So that's a sizable amount,
That's
I'm not, if I was doing rent to own here, I wouldn't exactly get the Slurpee machine when I'm done, but that's still a sizable amount.
okay.
Now I should say, they did up the price.
They did.
I don't know when that was. It was, when I was having them daily, it was always $2.10. So, yeah.
Okay.
All right.
But also 10
right.
cents adds up very quickly.
You're sure. All right. Let's go back to, hang on. Let's go back to the calculator. Let's go back to the calculator.
1,000 times 210, which would just be...
Yeah, times 2...
Which would just be...
2,100. Oh, yeah, duh.
Yeah.
I told you I didn't learn my times tables.
I love you.
We talked about this.
I just...
Mm-hmm.
And then you kept drinking, like, Slurpees and stuff.
Yeah, I mean,
And then you
yeah.
had, like, the snacks in there, and then...
I didn't get a lot of snacks at 7-Eleven. It
didn't?
was mostly just Slurpees.
Okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't really go for anything else. First off, I was paying in coins. I didn't exactly have the money for anything else.
That's true, that's true.
But just second, like, that's all I was there for, I had a goal.
You should tell your mom how much you spent on 7-Eleven over
No,
5
I think
years.
she'd probably be surprised at how low it is, honestly. I'm
Really?
surprised at how low the price is. I think she would be too. She was there. She knew I was drinking them.
Yeah, but you were, like, taking coins.
Yeah, usually from her. There was many times where I went, hey, Mom, you got a toonie? And she went, yep, there you go.
Oh, God.
Where do you think I got the coins? I didn't have a job until I was like 17.
I don't know, fucking couch cushions. The little, like, coin.
Yes. Also, yes.
The little coin thing, like, on the... In the
But do we
car,
have
you know?
$2,000 in the couch? I don't think so.
Not yet.
Not yet. Maybe we would have if I didn't keep taking it.
Yeah.
No, it was a lot of they would always leave, like, my mom would always leave coins on the counter.
Mm-hmm.
I'd take a lot of those, like nickels and dimes and stuff.
That's cute.
Literally nickel and diming my mother.
Mm-hmm.
You who've been drinking sodas, mostly Pepsi's, daily since age 11. Oh yeah, if we're talking all sodas, it's a lot more than $2,000.
Yeah. You started at a very young age.
I've been drinking Coca-Cola since I was 2.
2.
Thank my grandma.
Thanks, Sophie's grandma. You couldn't have fucking gotten her, like, walked over to the fucking milk thing or whatever.
Oh, she could have. It was a purposeful decision. This was not out of, there's nothing else to drink. This was I bet she'll like Diet Coke.
This is calculated.
It was calculated.
And then it turns out years later you realized you were allergic to
I'm
Diet
allergic to
Coke.
aspartame.
Yeah. God, I love you.
I love you.
I'm glad little you didn't fucking asphyxiate or something.
Yeah, it wouldn't have been great. I'm not severely allergic. I'm very mildly allergic to it. You know what? It's like feeding anything to a baby, If I got fed a peanut and I choked, you wouldn't blame it on the peanut.
Yeah.
You wouldn't blame it on my grandma. You'd blame it on the biology.
Love you.
She made me allergic to aspartame. Maybe.
Maybe.
Oh, come on. Anyway, yeah, no, I probably drink 3 or 4 Cokes a day. No, 2 to 3 Cokes a day, currently. It varies. But right now, I'd say 2 to 3 a day.
Mm-hmm.
Grandma's trick, yeah.
Grandma's trick.
I also drank a lot of Coke at the time, too.
Mm-hmm.
Besides the Slurpees, because you can't always have a Slurpee at your side. Right? What am I going to drink when I'm out? for a while,
Mm-hmm.
So this was like teenage laziness. I told myself I was going to recycle all of the Coke cans in one big go and get a huge like recycle depot refund.
Sure.
Never did. But for the course of an entire, I want to say year or two, I just kept every Coke can I drank out of.
Oh my God.
And I put them back in the boxes, and my room was like lined. It wasn't like on the ground. They were lined. Like I put them back in the, like the boxes you get them in, the 12 packs of cans.
Oh my God.
And I would like stock them up. There was like a shelf. Like a long work table shelf, like, one with like vices on it. I was in the basement. One with like vices on it. And so I stacked them up under that, and then I put them in like cupboards and stuff.
Oh my God.
It was like stored. It was like I had like a proper like storage going on, but it was
Your
all these
room
cans.
must have smelled like Coca-Cola.
It was a big
Like
basement. It
rotting,
actually
rotting
it just smelled like damp water, or I mean stale water, stagnant water. That's the one, because there was a small leak in the basement.
Jesus Christ.
And Bodhi drank out of it. My old cat.
That's not good.
It's fine. It wasn't actually stagnant. It just smelled like stagnant water. But the water he was drinking out was fresh from the leak. Damp water. Yeah, don't make fun of me.
Oh God.
Building a Minecraft fort out of used soda can boxes. I should have. In film class, I did a bit where I like put every single can I had to my name in a shot, like as I was going to my desk to make it look like I was super messy. But I guess nobody got the bit, and they thought I was just super messy. Who would have thought that would happen?
Yeah, that's crazy. I love you.
I love you. I didn't have any dry water. How about you quit it? How about you watch yourself?
She will ban you. Oh God.
But yeah, my mom got me a it's like a margarita mixer, right? For Christmas, which is not tech. I mean, it's like it's sort of says slushy machine on it, but it just crushes ice, right? Mm-hmm. It's not like a slurpy machine, but it's not bad, Crushed ice is crushed ice. That's not true. You ask me that any other day, and I'll tell you otherwise. But for my purposes, it's like this, right? Let's say you want like a nice burger, right? Uh-huh. You could get some ground beef, make up some burger patties, You could get something real nice. Or you could get some cheapo frozen patties that taste like garbage dirt, and you could cook those. And which one are you going to choose?
Well, it depends on how much money you got.
No, it depends on how much work you're willing to put in. You tell me you're gonna go fold up some patties? I don't think so.
This is reminding me of that one meme that's going around again. It's like, if you spend $5,000, you could possibly, in like 10 hours of your time, you can possibly make a burger that is better than the Big Mac.
Yeah. That really is how those videos go. I'm getting recommended so many that are like, I spent $600 on pasta. Like, whoa. Because, being rich is content, I guess.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you gotta see what a $600 pasta
is. You gotta. And you know what? Spoiler alert, it looks like a fucking pasta.
Is it? Is there noodles in it?
Well, they promised me that the ingredients were very expensive. They didn't look very different, but they were very expensive.
We should start doing those. We should start doing those. It's like, we spent $1,000 and just put like big old fake price tags on.
We could just like print out labels to make everything look fancy.
Yeah.
And be like, ooh, it cost $10 million. And then we'll rake in the YouTube money.
Yeah. And then we just scream a lot and kids won't tell the difference.
Exactly.
And then we make $1 million.
We should do. Why are we streaming? We should be doing this.
We should just be yelling at the camera, and 10-year-olds should be our best friends.
It's true.
I gotta become a Minecraft YouTuber.
You gotta become a Minecraft
I gotta become
YouTuber.
misogynist. I gotta become homophobic.
I've got to get my YouTube.
I've got to get my dick sucked. So all I need now is a friend who is a guy that I have to flirt with on purpose.
Right.
This is
like another straight guy, but like you're very like comfortable with it, so like everybody ships you and you get all the.
No, I'm actually mildly uncomfortable with it, but as as years go by, I become slightly more accustomed.
You kind of get like Stockholmed into it because you see how much money it's making you.
Yeah,
right. Because your fan base is like always pining.
Yeah, and then
every time you go to a convention, you realize how they really are, and you're like, oh god, I've really let this
dug
happen.
Myself a hole. Oh, I have to sign like a picture of like me kissing my best friend. Oh, that's kind of weird.
Mm-hmm. Not even your best friend. The guy that you pretend to be best friends with.
The guy that you kind of resent after years, who has maybe like stolen some fucking like money from you and like is maybe like, you know, planning.
You've had years of business issues.
Years of business issues. You fucked my wife.
You fucked your wife.
Anyway, that's my plan. Is that okay?
Uh-huh. Imagine Duke in the SpongeBob universe. No way! Wait a minute.
No
what?
way.
Hang on. But like SpongeBob is a cartoon.
So Jackson, okay. Fucking bet.
Are you and Jackson gonna get like a Game Grumps-esque like content, like a fan art farm going here?
All I'm saying is that Liars ended, so.
Hey, there's room. There's an open market.
There's an open
market. You just got to get you two add it as a house party DLC.
Yeah. This is actually a business meeting tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. That's why they're coming over.
Yeah, that's why they're coming over.
Also, yeah, Chatter's talking about snow, like at-home Slurpee mixers. Yeah, we had like a shitty freezer one where you literally just put stuff in it and shake it up and put it in the freezer for a certain amount of time. This one is an actual machine. It's like a simple countertop thing. Basically, I think it just like blends the ice. I think it is just like an ice blender, and then you put the drink in or the syrup in, and it does its magic. It has a coarse and a fine setting for the ice.
Oh.
So that'll be fun.
That'll be fun. You go, oh, Ice, how are you? And they say, I'm fine. And you go, oh. Oh, no.
Passive-aggressive
Passive-aggressive dial. Is there something wrong, Ice? No.
No.
It's okay.
This ice is fine.
This ice is fine.
Woo.
You did what?
I win.
Iframes. Wow.
Iframes.
Iframes.
Can't wait for Duke to be on the Phineas and Ferb reboot.
I'd do it. I can't wait for the live-action Phineas and Ferb movie that's eventually gonna happen.
Stop.
I can't wait.
I don't know. I feel like by the time Phineas and Ferb like reaches reboot age,
Yeah.
which is getting shorter every day, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I think like we might be in a new era
Oh?
because live-action remakes are like a fairly recent development for Disney.
No, I'm not talking live-action remakes. I'm talking, do you remember the fucking Fairly Odd Parents movie?
Yeah, that's okay. Fair. I guess that was a while ago.
That's like ages ago.
Yeah. All right. They're coming back with 2 seasons. Are they actually?
Wait, what?
Really?
Oh.
Come on, guys. The Phineas and Ferb obviously was incredible.
It was great.
Then they made Milo's Murphy's Law, and it wasn't good. And then, as they were like making the show, they started being like, "What if we just brought back Phineas and Ferb characters?" And lo and behold, it worked. Oh, the ratings.
I know Doofenshmirtz was in it.
Yes, and Perry the Platypus. Phineas and Ferb were there for a bit.
Oh.
Candace showed up a few times.
Okay.
Vanessa. Basically, the whole cast showed
Damn.
up at some point or another.
That's nuts.
Yeah, because so I watched a video essay on this.
Oh, I see.
So Milo Murphy's Law. The whole idea is that Milo Murphy is affected by very intense variation of Murphy's Law, where anything can go wrong, will go wrong.
Yeah.
And basically, the crux of the video essay was that is a fundamental flaw because that inherently makes them very passive characters.
Passive character,
yeah. Whereas Phineas and Ferb, every episode was, what are we gonna do? It was very active.
Yeah.
Milo Murphy's Law, something has to happen to them, and it's I think that like this essay, and I kind of they sold me on it. It makes it sound like that's the whole crux of the issue. I never watched Milo Murphy's Law, but like that tracks from what I understand about it. You know.
Sure.
There's also time travelers in it.
What?
Yeah, there's something about beans.
Beans.
They're time travelers, and they something had to do with beans. I think
Now,
beans
is
took
it
over
like
the future.
a bean fart joke or?
No, I think beans took over the future.
Oh, just beans.
I think.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
it's like
oh,
beans.
okay,
It's like a type of beans.
Lima beans.
No, I think it's like
Garbanzo beans.
beans or it's nuts. It's one of the two, and not like penis.
Ah.
They don't have those in Phineas and Ferb. It's a kids show.
I should have known.
When Phineas and Ferb crossed over with Marvel, they also crossed over with Star Wars.
Yeah? No, they were like huge.
Yeah, in one of their last seasons, they I think they like got renewed for a season they weren't expecting or something like that. And so they were just like, let's do a bunch of big event stuff, and the crossovers kind of just came along with it.
Yeah, why not?
Do I mean the surfing down a mountain of beans line from the Phineas and Ferb episode where they went to the future? I feel like I don't. Hang on. I gotta go Google this. It's been a long time since I looked at Milo Murphy's Law stuff, okay? I never watched it. Law Future. Hang on. What happens in the future? Pistachios. They get it's pistachios that they get taken over by. Excuse me. It's pistachios. That's why I said it might have been nuts. It was pistachios.
Classic blunder.
Classic blunder. But I was close.
Yeah.
Is the Phineas and Ferb movie the canonical ending of the show? Not the ending. Because the movie just ends with like a memory reset. So there's not really much of an end to be. As far as I remember.
I didn't watch the movie.
I think the canonical end was the Summer Begins With You or whatever the fuck Summer Ends With You. The one where they go around the world on like the last day of summer.
Oh.
I think. No. The canonical end is the one where they fucking go to college.
What?
Yeah, there's an episode where they go to college and Isabel like kisses Phineas.
What?
Yeah. Someone Belongs to You. That's the one. Thank you.
Oh.
Yeah, it's the one where they go to college. That's the canonical end.
Crazy. Wow.
Isn't that the last episode? Probably. I don't know.
I stopped watching Phineas and Ferb a long time ago. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I wasn't watching it actively at the time. These episodes just came on. It was part of the time where like I wasn't really watching Phineas and Ferb anymore, but it still was airing, and I was still watching Disney Channel occasionally. So they came on. I was like, oh, yeah, that was fun.
That's understandable.
Yeah, Phineas and Ferb is legitimately like a solid show.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not.
Yeah.
Like dunking on it or anything. I just
that's the second to last episode.
Grew away from it.
Yeah.
It's a good episode. That's nice. A lot of the Phineas and Ferb writing is pretty darn solid.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's got to be pretty impressive keeping the same
setup,
the same plot beats, basically.
Yeah, I mean,
keeping it interesting.
They ended up making it work for them.
Yeah,
it was good.
No, I'm not complaining.
Mm-hmm. And then Milo Murphy's Law happened.
Well,
don't know what happened.
They can't all be winners.
No. Where's this black market? I know it's around here. Is it up?
I had to get spy right.
No.
No, top left.
It's right here.
Oh, fuck me.
You also can't hear it, so I don't know why you're guessing.
Because I like guessing.
He doesn't have headphones on.
I don't have headphones on.
And Hamster and Gretel. What are you
is
talking
Hamster
about?
and
What is
Gretel?
Hamster and Gretel?
Oh god, did they make another one?
They couldn't have.
They might have.
Milo Murphy's Law was like airing like a few like months ago, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, but you can like
last I checked. They did? You don't want to know? I really don't want to know.
No, I want to know. I want to know. Tell me right
Duke
now.
wants to know. And what am
Please,
I?
please.
What am I gonna say no to my husband? You gotta tell him.
You gotta tell me. I want to know so bad. They must have been trying not to reboot Phineas and Ferb then.
Maybe. I mean, Milo Murphy's Law showed that they were like, I guess not
You
afraid
don't
to
have
go
to
up.
say that. Let me look up the synopsis. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah.
We're getting synoped.
We're getting synopsised.
Synoped. Y'all remember Zeke and Luther?
No. What's that?
Zeke and Luther was it was when Disney XD was first airing.
Okay.
And it was one of the it was for the boys.
It was for the boys.
Because Disney Channel was a girls' channel, so they made Zeke and Luther on Disney XD for the boys.
I remember Kick Buttowski.
Kick Buttowski was another Disney XD
Yeah.
original. Yeah. It's the same idea because they were both like sporty, right? Zeke and Luther was a live action show starring I don't remember them, but one of them was in a lot of stuff after. The
Okay.
blonde one was in a lot of stuff after.
Sure.
And then they were skateboarders,
Naturally.
and you won't believe it, they got into shenanigans.
No.
Yeah. Sometimes that had to do with their skateboarding.
No way.
Kinda. Sometimes. Not
Kinda,
really.
maybe.
I don't know. I saw like a bunch of episodes when I was younger because there was like a skater kid in my neighborhood who I played Call of Duty Zombies with. This is Wesley. If anybody keeps up with the Sophie lore, this is old stuff. But if you keep up, you get a scratch card if you remember enough. And he loved it. And so we would always watch it. And they didn't do a lot of skateboarding. There was like some of the early episodes, yeah, it was skateboarding focused, you know, that's what you'd expect. And then they just kind of stopped skateboarding. I don't even remember what happened in the show. But all I remember is, where are their skateboards?
Where did skateboards go?
Oh, this is a skateboard show.
That's so funny.
There's a girl in Zeke and Luther that made a solid 10. You're like, hell yeah. Yeah, I don't remember much about that show. I do remember there was a movie.
There's a movie.
I remember we had a sleepover once, and there was a movie playing. And the movie was playing, excuse me. It was long, and I think they went to Hollywood.
Oh, naturally.
I don't think they went to Hollywood. They went to somewhere, though. They took a trip somewhere. Every, like, movie that is made for a series that absolutely does not have any right to have a movie, they always go somewhere. They always go to, like, LA or whatever.
Well, yeah, road trips are so easy. You get to shake it up. You get to use your budget on something.
Do y'all remember?
You have.
Do y'all remember Arby and the Chief go to LA? There's a fucking reach. So, dude, you need so much context.
I love
Arby
it.
and the Chief.
Sorry.
Arby and the Chief was a live-action / machinima show starring Master Chief and Arbiter, but they are the action figures of the guy who's running the show, right? In the lore.
Yeah. Okay.
But they're sentient. And they basically, it's a Toy Story situation where they are alive when he's not home.
Sure.
But they're quite vulgar, you could say. Yeah, Master Chief is like a classic online dude bro. He always speaks in leet speak, and he's always like shit talking.
There's a corpse to your right, by the way.
Oh, thank you. And then the Arbiter is like a smarty pants.
There's no corpse to your right. Well, there's a guy.
All right. And the Arbiter was a smarty pants who always was, you know, was always was the straight man, if you will.
Sure.
And then the series went on, and then it got very dark because I think the creator was going through a very rough time mentally. And then they went to LA. Like Machinima made an extra season that he did not want to do, and they just went to LA, and it was bad, and it was awful, and there was like humans in it, which there had never been up to that point.
Oh no.
And like they got chased by humans. It was some Looney Tunes ass shit. Oh, the dog. It was so funny. Like, the series had just been getting darker. There was, like, Breaking Bad-esque murders happening and stuff. I walked right into that. I thought he was higher up. There was, like, straight up, there was, like, Breaking Bad shit going on in the world. And they're like, hey, we're going to LA! We're gonna go become movie stars! That was the plot!
Oh, God, apparently Thomas Sanders is in Hamster and Gretel.
Thomas Sanders is the Vine guy, right?
Thomas Sanders was the one guy who kept pretending he was a fucking Disney prince or whatever.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
I'm cautious about Thomas Sanders, like teasing him because, like, he's got some hashtag, like, cringe, but also he doesn't seem to be a bad person.
No, he's just very much a theater kid.
He's very much a theater kid. So I get a little wary with that stuff.
He's just a guy.
He's just a guy.
I just think some of his videos are...
Oh, yeah, no, his videos are, like, very... But the thing is, he's got a young audience.
No, that's true.
That's true. I legitimately feel like he is just playing to that audience.
And honestly, he's not... If he's getting himself in fucking Disney shit, he's doing something right.
Yeah, like, he's never been, like... I don't know, he's never said, like... I guess... He's never, like, done adult content, like, with kids there. Like, he's always, I think, kind of made his stuff supposed to be all ages friendly. And that's where a lot of, I guess, the hashtag cringe comes from. Because he feels a little bit like a Disney, like the Disney prince, but he seems like a little bit like a Disney actor type deal in like, he doesn't want to have, like, spoil the image for the kids type deal. Sure. You know what I mean? So, like, I get where a lot of people come from, but I feel like he's got a lot of undue harassment. Did a video with Butch Hartman once. Awesome.
Oh my god.
Nice.
I'm so full of gas.
Gas. So what's up?
Spelunky, huh?
I don't think so. I don't. Why would you? Where did you even get that?
I'm sorry. I'll
Yeah.
just go.
This is Sophie Baby Stream.
I'm sorry. I'll just go.
I don't play that here. I play Dark and Darker all day.
Actually,
That's all
I'm
I
gonna
play.
be right back. I'm
Okay.
gonna get Tums.
No worries. Feel better, darling.
Yeah.
Burp. Little beasts in this room. I missed the synopsis, but don't worry about posting it. I'll look it up later. Can't do this. Hang on. Okay. Being silly. Let me redo this. You got harassment campaign on him by turfs or Tumblr. Yeah. There was a whole thing. I don't want to dwell on it.
Nom.
I only bring it up because I know a lot.
Ew.
A lot of people. What? What's ew?
Tastes like, God, do you remember those, like medicine that tastes like, oh God, grapes?
Yes, grape
Yeah.
medicine.
No,
You would
this one-
say
this one tastes like grape medicine.
that's disgusting. Yeah, there's some grape flavored ones in there. It's berry Tums.
It's berry Tums. But
I'm pretty sure it's no name Tums too, isn't it?
Yeah,
Or
it's
is
no
it name
name.
brand?
It's no name.
Yeah, they're a little grosser too.
It tastes like grapes. I hate that.
Grape flavored stuff is like straight up the worst.
The worst, yeah.
What did Aiden say was the worst? He had like a crazy opinion. Aiden's my little brother. We saw him on Christmas. Sorry, Aiden. We talked about medicine.
Cherry or something?
I don't remember. I feel like
Or was it orange?
no, it wasn't orange.
No,
orange didn't.
If
come out.
it was orange, I would have to disown him for you.
Yeah, because you're Californian. I don't remember what it was, but it was some weird flavor. He was like, "Oh, that's the worst." It was like a decent one too. I think it was cherry. No, I think it was cherry.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Oh, cherry's the worst." I was like, "What are you talking? Bubblegum and grape are right there."
Bubblegum? I'm gonna be okay. I am. I have a bias
Okay.
because there was some good bubblegum toothpaste at my old dentist.
Go bubblegum toothpaste.
Toothpaste is
I'm
different,
I'm
yeah.
kind of specifically talking medicine flavors.
I don't
here.
think I ever had bubblegum medicine.
But bubblegum medicine is a special kind of rancid because it's not flavored like gum. It's flavored like Hubble bubble gum. You know what I mean? Like it's the dry
Sure.
5-cent gum.
Yeah,
type
sure.
flavoring. It's really nasty. It also has the texture of melted bubble gum. It's like thick. It's really thick. It feels like there's powder in it.
Yeah.
Cherry is pretty bad, but like cherry medicine can be pretty bad. But like the thing is about cherry medicine is most medicines that are cherry flavored also happen to be shit like Buckley's, which is just explicitly terrible tasting. Do you guys have Buckley's in America?
I don't know what the fuck a Buckley's is.
Buckley's is a medicine. It's like a cold medicine.
Sure.
And it had an ad campaign because it tasted so bad, and everybody knew it tasted bad. So they held an ad campaign saying, tastes awful, but it works. And they would just have commercials where they take it and they fucking cringe and they wince and they hate it, but then they feel a little better after. It's very cute, actually.
Oh, that's actually really funny.
Yeah. Tastes awful, but it works.
But it works.
Yeah. That's Buckley's.
Mm-hmm.
And God, they were right. Have you ever had Robitussin?
No.
Robitussin's another cold medicine, I think, and it also it tastes about like Buckley's.
Oh.
Have you ever had cold medicine? Like I don't know.
I don't know.
Okay, well,
My parents.
I don't have much to reach
My
for here.
parents
Then
really didn't give me medicine that much.
most cold medicines taste pretty freaking bad,
Yeah.
and then people mix it with Sprite and they make funny TikTok memes. I thought it was so funny when people were like, "I had cold medicine and I accidentally took a sip of Sprite with it. Oh no! I made drugs."
I made drugs.
It's so funny, so funny.
Mm-hmm.
Like the Sprite is what makes it a narcotic.
Well, obviously.
Naturally, yeah. That's something I would have done as a kid.
Oh,
Straight up,
sure.
legitimately.
No.
With like with the school I went to, I absolutely would have had that exact reaction. I would have been like, I didn't know medicine is Sprite. If I grew up around TikTok, and I had learned what lean was when I was 11, that exact scenario would have happened to me.
That's really funny.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
I know me. I know what I'm susceptible to.
No, it's okay. I feel like TikTok targets like that specific demographic
Uh-huh.
of sheltered individuals.
Man, we
Yes.
talked about this on Christmas with like
We
my
did.
family.
We did.
I don't understand why TikTok has the atmosphere it does.
But-
Because like
Well-
I've seen a lot of people be like, "Oh, short form content, you know, this, and that. It you know, literally developing ADHD, blah 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 blah." Vine didn't have these problems.
Well, Vine didn't
Maybe
have
if-
the exact same.
No, it didn't. But it was also faster. Like it was faster paced.
Yeah, but the algorithmic hoodilly.
Yes, and I think the algorithm is what causes a lot. I think it's such an aggressive algorithm that causes a lot of these problems. But like, I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. Vine didn't have these problems. Why has TikTok got such a wacky community? Setting aside like the bad parts of TikTok, right? Just it's such a unique community. It has changed how the internet works. It's changed how advertising works.
It's changed how other platforms work.
Right? Like Vine was just as influential. It was huge. It was everywhere.
Yeah.
Why didn't Vine have these same effects? I would love to see like a study done on this. I want to know because like I just don't quite get it.
Maybe it's generational. I mean, the two came pretty.
They were so close
Pretty
together.
back to
They were a
back.
couple years apart.
Not even a couple. It was like. I
And
felt like
not-
it was
not to mention
months
that-
between the two.
It was it was about a year or so, maybe.
Yeah.
Musically showed up, but TikTok didn't get popular or even become TikTok till a couple years after Vine shut down.
Alrighty.
Like one or two. But like even beyond that, like TikTok happened because Vine shut down. Like people were looking for a replacement for the longest time.
Yeah.
And like
Nice.
I thank you. They were looking for a replacement for the longest time. Like so they're at least linked enough in that way.
Sure.
I don't know. It's weird. Vine is too short, you think. You can't get the same amount of information, but in 7 seconds, but TikTok's limit is just enough that you can say stuff eloquently, enough to be believed regardless of the truth behind it. First off, it's 6 seconds. Everybody's been saying 7 seconds for months now. It was 6 seconds.
I think.
It was always 6.
Are you sure?
It was always 6. It turned to 7 when you upload it to YouTube because YouTube like fucks up with the video length because it rounds differently. But it was always 6 seconds. I swear to God, it was 6 seconds. Like I'm pretty sure it was 6. Thank you, Small. It was 6 seconds. Oh my God, I've always felt like I was insane. Everybody keeps saying 7. So many people. You have argued with me that it was 7. It was 6.
Oh.
It was definitely 6. Thank you. Thank you so much, chat. Chat, we've had a lot of adversarial moments. We've had a lot of fights. But chat, thank you for having my back right now. Thank you. Same as a round of D&D combat, you're right.
Oh, I remember that Tumblr going around.
Remember what going around?
There was a Tumblr post going, oh, so whatever happens in a Vine, you can
Yes.
physically do in
Yes.
a round of D&D. I remember.
In 2016, they allowed up to 140 seconds on Vine?
What?
On Vine?
On Vine?
No, they didn't.
On Vine?
No, they didn't.
We have misinformation going around.
This feels like misinformation.
This is misinformation.
According to Wikipedia. Hang on.
Ah.
Hang on, I gotta go to Google. What? Vine 140 seconds. Oh my God, it autofilled. What? When was this?
June 21st, 2016. It
When?
seems.
Hang on. When did Vine shut down? October 20. Okay, so it was up for what? June, July, August. It was up for like 3 or 4 months. 4 months.
Crazy.
So I guess that's why nobody knew, or I didn't know. That's wild. That's wild. Ooh, Hello, Spelunky controller. Oh, don't lose my controller.
Wah.
I want to play Spelunky.
Oh, was that for the thing with Danny Gonzalez and Drew Gooden?
I don't know.
Oh my freaking
My controller stopped working.
neck. Well, it said it was attached.
Yeah, it does this sometimes. Spelunky's a
Wah.
little weird.
Wah.
Like the Vine Summer. Man, I don't remember that. There we go. I'm back in. I don't remember that. I don't know what that is. Anyway, but yeah.
But yeah.
But yeah.
But yeah. It's kind of cool seeing how the internet has changed.
It is. Oh, it's super cool.
And
Like,
it's always interesting talking about TikTok. Because on one side, I always feel like an old person.
that's the thing. Like
I always worry that I'm sounding like, oh, kids these days, and like,
I see so
trying
much
to like pseudo fear monger.
Yeah, I see
you know?
so many people talking about how like TikTok is like all these reasons it's so bad for kids and all that. And like there are legitimate issues with TikTok. I don't go on TikTok. I don't know how far it goes. But I do know that people said the same thing about the internet when I was a kid. And it just makes my brain tick. That's all. It just makes me think, you know? Maybe Vine has legitimate issues that like are I mean, it definitely has legitimate issues, but what platform doesn't, right? Maybe those issues are so bad that the whole platform is poisoned and should be gone. I don't know. But I mean, what can I know? We're in the middle of it.
We're in the midst.
We're gonna know a billion years from now when they can do science on this.
Yep.
But right now there's no science because they haven't invented it yet.
I love you. That was in the same fucking thing as like, there's no Queen of England.
That's what I was like emotionally projecting. Thank you. People said smart. Yeah, that's the thing. The exact ADHD argument that I hear, which like maybe there's something to it. I don't know. I'm not saying it's wrong, but what I am saying is that thing that people say of like, oh, TikTok is giving kids ADHD. People said that about SpongeBob.
They've said that about everything.
Now I got ADHD and I watch SpongeBob, so maybe they were right.
Maybe
but
they were onto
also,
something.
I saw a lot of studies that said no, SpongeBob didn't do that. So I don't know.
I don't know.
Like I don't know.
Media can't give kids ADHD. Not yet.
Like
I'm trying.
Like we're okay. We're okay.
Okay.
That was scary. There was a fire guy that could have blown me up. When you were a kid, the internet was less filled with algorithms. That's the thing. I think algorithms are dangerous. But I can't pretend to know the effects of it. And I don't think anybody can.
I will say though, I have been a bunch of YouTubers that I watch who fill me in on what the hell's going on the crazy side of the internet. A lot of them have been talking about, and again, I feel like
shit.
this is what?
She almost died. She's fine.
Shit.
No, it's fine. Continue.
This is like a common issue. The thing is, I think capitalism's bad, and
That's the thing.
any sort of vehicle which can contribute to it or can be advertised and stuff is inherently like a bad thing. Not to go all fucking crazy about it.
Yeah.
But like, cause I was about to start saying, well, there's a bunch of TikToks of like plastic surgeons, and people who are in the beauty industry going, oh. I can fix your face.
Yeah, and like that stuff
there's
is
this
bad.
thing called like, I think it was buccal fat removal, where apparently it's like the hot new trend, where people literally cut like the surgeons cut like inside your mouth and then remove like the cheek fat, and it can just like severely fuck you up if it's done wrong. But like,
I just fucked up.
You did.
All right, we're gonna do something crazy.
Okay. Okay. Good luck, darling. But,
Wish me luck. I need the bow.
But like,
there it is.
I've been actually watching like these YouTubers, who are like covering things on TikTok, very slowly considering getting themselves cosmetic surgeries, and I think that they're actually being like actively affected by it, even though they're like quote unquote like looking through for like their own content. And I think that's bad. I think, you know, giving people body image issues is bad. But is that a TikTok specific issue?
I don't think it is. I think TikTok has a community and an atmosphere that encourages that stuff.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's just the kids. I think a lot of that is algorithmic.
Yeah.
I think a lot of it kind of just stems from like the same reason that news is reactionary and explosive, right? Is because that stuff gets clicks.
Yeah.
I think it is a microcosm of how algorithms have been pushing this kind of content for years. And I think TikTok is a symptom, not a cause.
Yep. No, I agree.
How much of a, like how now, you know, this symptom can lead to worse things. How much is TikTok going to like affect the future? I don't know.
Well, we cannot know.
We
because
can't
that's the
know.
future.
That's the future.
Yeah.
But all I know is there was a lot of good reasons to be wary of the internet when I was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. I'm okay.
A Queer Oddity says TikTok's opaque content delivery system, which is not unique to TikTok, has consequences on habits of media choice and critical analysis, as well as just generally concentrating people into the same sphere of media consumption.
Yeah.
You're incredibly right.
I think you're on the nose. Yeah. And like you said, like that's not exclusive to TikTok. That's something that like the news has been doing for God knows how long.
Yeah.
Right? Like it's I don't know.
Mm-hmm. It's just a bunch of people trying to push their own agendas and stuff. And like, it sucks. And TikTok's a part of it, but it's not like the cause.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
It's interesting. It's all worth a big discussion, in my opinion. And I am always down to clown on TikTok. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Like, especially given how it started. I think another issue with TikTok is given like its initial starting point. I don't want to get too deep into it, but it was aimed at kids originally. It was kids doing dances in front of on their phone, and I think the fact that it was originally aimed at kids has maybe affected its growth on. I don't know, the fact that they're I mean, it's the trendy app, right? It is the app where fads happen. And like there's a lot of these TikTok fads, you know, mixing chemicals and you know, eating deadly things like poison shit. Like that happens a lot on TikTok. At least I hear about it a lot. And I can't help but wonder if that fad culture is maybe a piece of it being aimed at kids originally. Maybe.
Sure.
I don't know.
But the thing is like, the same issues on YouTube. I mean, think about the, oh god, what the fuck was it called? The something we were eating powder that is for food. Cinnamon challenge.
Oh yeah.
The fucking cinnamon challenge.
That was Vine days, wasn't it?
No, that it predated TikTok, is what I'm saying. And people were just doing dumb shit. I remember the fucking water bucket challenge.
That one wasn't bad.
Yeah, it wasn't bad, but I'm just saying
it was the start though, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like these challenges have been like a long form thing. Is what I'm trying to I guess say.
Remember Elsa? There was a wild time on YouTube. Yeah, I mean, I was actually very.
Oh yeah.
I was actually very involved in like keeping up with that around the time.
Yeah.
Did we ever like get confirmation on like if it was an AI generated thing, or is that all still just we kind of don't know? Because you know, for those who don't know, ElsaGate is a little bit of a catchy term for basically just YouTube content farms that are aimed at children. This is before YouTube removed advertising for kids media, which actually a good change. As much as their implementation is bad,
the concept
you don't see a lot of content farms for kids anymore, right?
Yeah,
or at least not as many.
Not as prevalent.
They're not as weird either. Like the weird shit is less
pregnant
common.
Elsa Spider-Man.
That's less
thing.
common.
Yeah.
And yeah, so that whole pregnant Elsa blah 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 shit. That was ElsaGate. Basically, people realized, hey, there's a lot of weird shit going on here. These videos are talking about pregnancy and like drug use and self-harm and shit. And it was I guess like the running theories were either actively malicious interference by the people running these content farms, which sucks, but also a little movie magic-y. So another theory was like, maybe these are AI generated and this stuff has been extrapolated. Like think about like the drug use stuff. Well, if, for example, one of the content things they used to generate this AI was the script writing AI, which has existed for years, this is a new thing. If one of the things it was like, oh, it's scary to get your shot done, you know, as a kid, you can see how that would get extrapolated to like drug use needles. Pregnancy, you can see how that would come from. Kids want to know where they come from. That's a common kids topic, but the way it was handled was not done in a child-like way, which is why we're like, maybe this is AI. Anyway, point is, did we ever know? I think it was algorithmic generated rather than AI. Those are the same thing, pretty much.
I feel like what Girl Stream Team might mean, and I'm not gonna put words, you know,
sure,
in her mouth or whatever, but maybe they just checked what was trending and then just put those in, and like a person did it instead of an AI.
I mean, I guess.
You know, they'll be like, hey, what's popular? And a person would go, oh, this, and this, and then they just like, you know, got some underpaid people to fucking animate them or whatever.
You don't think you've seen any AI generators that proven to be generated? Yeah, I don't know. And when I say AI generated, I don't mean the CGI. I fully believe the CGI parts were done by hand. I think it was just a bunch of pre-cut scenes that they would swap in models in and out and redo. But I think it's reasonable to assume that the scripts were just a bunch of prompts plugged into a script generator.
Maybe. I wouldn't be too surprised.
Weren't those things mostly live action? There was some that were live action, some that were animated.
Like,
there was both.
Yeah, there was ones who were... I think once one place did it and got a lot of money, a bunch of other people basically copied it.
I don't know which one came first, live action or cartoons, but they both happened.
Oh god, I could be entirely wrong about this. I got memory issues. Don't fucking quote me on this. I think it started with one live action thing of adults just like having fun and doing a thing, and then everyone realized it was popular because there's a bunch of kids characters getting into heinous scenarios, and then basically they're like, well, we can make money from this or something.
Yeah, I don't remember. It's been years since I even looked into any of this.
Yeah, no, this is like off the fucking dome.
The live action ones came first, you think? Okay. But yeah, I remember I was in the thick of those because my stepsister had a kid who my mom was raising at the time that Elsa Gate was at its prime. So every time the TV was on, I had to like watch and make sure that it wasn't like auto playing to something dangerous like that.
Crazy.
Yeah. Luckily, Matthew, baby's name, preferred. Oh God, what were their names? There's this one YouTube channel that we always put on for. I say love to watch. Babies don't know what they like to watch. You put something on and you can handle it, and that's what they love to watch now. But it was just like these two CGI kids, and they would sing all the songs. They would sing Finger Family. They would sing Blah Blah Black Sheep.
Oh my God, the one with the scary kid.
No, they were fine looking children.
Okay.
Animated CG children. They were not scary at all.
Was it Millions of Prize Toys?
No. I'm pretty sure that one was a content farm, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm not. This one wasn't a content farm.
Oh,
Is what
it
I'm
wasn't.
saying.
Okay.
Yeah, no, this wasn't a content farm.
Alrighty.
I mean, it's a content farm in a way where they they mass produce CGI kids cartoons, but like they weren't immoral with it. They were just making kids content.
Yeah.
En masse. I think there's an important distinction between AI generated and algorithmically generated, and that we're overusing the term AI generated when we mean algorithmically generated. Okay. If that's what you mean, then yes. But like, I'm just using a catch-all. Technically, there is no AI at all because artificial intelligence is not something we understand or can do.
Yet. And when we do, I'm so fucking scared.
Mm-hmm. Like, if that's what you mean by algorithmically generated, then yes, it's all algorithmically. I don't mean a Jarvis was doing it. Jarvis,
Make pregnant Elsa.
Jarvis, make me billions of dollars by exploiting children on YouTube. Content garden. That's what this is. We have a content garden here.
Mm-hmm.
That's funny. That's a funny term. I like that.
I think that could be a very fun buzzword.
Yeah. You know, like bread tubers? I don't even know what bread tubers means, but I imagine it's like YouTubers who do that for a job and they get bread. I don't know.
I think I'm pretty...
That's like extrapolation of what bread tuber means. I never bothered to look it up, but that was my immediate assumption.
No, you know what? You're right now.
What is it? Wait, what does it actually mean?
No, you're right.
What does it actually mean?
I love you.
Please tell me what it actually means. Please, I need to know.
No, I'm worried I'm gonna be wrong now. I think I just want...
Okay, chat, tell me then. Chat is always right. Unless I say it, in which they're always wrong.
Content creators.
It's leftist. Okay, well, I mean, yeah. Why are they called that? Is it because they get bread?
Yeah, it's because they get bread, Sophie.
I legitimately I just figured that in my brain. I was like, that makes enough sense for me. I'm done with this.
Wonder Bread too.
Where does the bread come from? Do they break bread with you? I thought they like made bread.
No, sorry. You live in a much more beautiful world.
Yeah. Ow, I'm going to die. I'm going to die. I want that on a soundboard.
Yeah. That'd be good.
The book Conquest of Bread is what got the name. Interesting.
Neat.
See, this is why we keep chat around. This is why you're still useful, chat. I never would have known this. I legitimately was just like, I don't know. They get bread when they do it. I don't know. That works for me. Like, I knew it was kind of like a derogatory term towards leftist YouTubers, or at least people used it that way in the examples that I found. But I don't know. I thought they were legitimately, my assumption was, okay, they're making fun of this YouTuber because they do YouTube video essays for a living or whatever, and you know, that's cringe, I guess. It's cringe when they do it, but not when Keemstar does it, I guess. I don't know. That's so funny. That's so funny.
In the future, all chat messages will be randomly generated. That's just a Germa Twitch chat. I have to close out of his fucking chat every single time I try to
terrible.
watch his shit.
It's too much happening.
Like, what?
You know what's funny is a lot of other Twitch chats too, like, have the same amount of viewers but just have dead chats.
Yeah.
I recently, during the Tarkov Twitch drops, and you know what, it was Twitch drops, so I'm sure a lot of those people were AFKing anyways.
Because you were also AFK.
Because I was also AFKing. But there was 100,000 people in one of those chats, and it was the same speed as our current chat is right now. And like, I get it. A lot of those people are AFK. But 100,000 people. It's crazy.
Yeah.
And this isn't just related to Twitch drops. I see like big channels with dead chats all the time. So I don't even know. I don't know what's going on.
It's just different communities.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm saying like they just use this platform differently. I don't know.
No, it's as a Twitch creator, I've been studying the blade. I've been it's trying to figure out how the fuck to talk to people and make it so that people feel comfortable to chat.
Oh.
And also studying the blade.
And also studying the blade, just in general.
Just in general.
I studied the blade a little bit.
Studying the blade is just learning how to fucking moderate on Twitch.
But in karate, I had about probably 10 classes where we learned how to use katana.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah, I remember one move from it. Okay, Calibri, thank you for the follow. I remember one move from it, which is where you do like a double chop, one that hits like the upper chest and one hit that like goes down their main body.
Fuck yeah.
And that's all I remember from swords. So whenever I pick up like a sword or something sword adjacent, I do that little movement.
Cute.
Yeah. Now, bow staff, you give me a bow staff, I could probably do some damage with that thing. I mean, anybody could, because it's a big, heavy stick.
It's a big old stick, yeah.
But, like, I could use it in a way that would be
You could thwack
pretty
good.
flashy.
Nice. I will give sharks battle axes. Thank you. Thank you for your contribution to the shark army.
Hardest way to study the blade is when your streamer's rated M but playing FNAF or Minecraft. How about Roblox? I'll do you one better.
Rest in peace, Socks' chat, whatever.
Oh, my God. Your karate class never did katanas, only bow staff. Yeah, we mostly did bow staff. I feel like that's pretty standard in my experience. Is they don't do a lot of weapons, and at least in my style of karate, most gyms we went to, the weapons, most other martial arts were into them. Some other styles too. But yeah.
Hey Sophie.
Yeah.
Remember when? Remember during Scrunchcraft? I know, a long time ago.
2 years, in fact.
Yeah, God. But I remember in Scrunchcraft when nearly like every other actually every single stream, I think there was always one person saying, "Is this an open server? Is this like an open SMP? Can I join?
Remember.
Can I hang out?"
I remember.
It's like it's so cute because you can tell it's probably like a kid.
Oh yeah.
And it's just like, oh, this little kid, they want to join our freaking SMP.
Rip to Twitch user Anus5 who entered Sox' stream chat, typed exclamation point Roblox, typed sex, and got banned. Awesome. Fuck yeah.
I think Socks should have given them BIP.
You had a cousin who taught size? Fuck yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
My grandpa, I think, learned size recently. My grandpa and we went to karate when I was around 8, we started. Thank you for the applause. Yeah, my grandpa and I, when I was around 8, we both joined a karate club. I got my black belt, I quit after that, and then he kept going. He's actually, like, thinking about opening a gym. Or, sorry, a dojo. I think dojo just means gym, or close to it. Oh my God, it's so funny. I don't know if any. Okay, Duke, you don't relate to this because they just said the English words. But is there any other martial arts kids in chat right now where they were insistent on using like the Japanese like wording for all the different moves, and they were just butchering it horribly? Does anybody else have that experience? Because Jesus Christ. Every single move, every single one, you had to know the Japanese word for it. But we didn't speak Japanese. Our head sensei was white. And so, at the dojo anyway. And so, like, oh my God, just butcher. And then in high school, I'm offhandedly, I'm like, you know what? I've been watching JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I'd like to learn Japanese. Like everybody did in 2015, because that was the year. And so I took a beginner's Japanese class. And I immediately realized, oh dear God, what have we done to this beautiful language? Oh Jesus Christ! You took karate kids. Yeah, a lot of karate clubs do just use the English words. My grandpa, he's going to a new one right now because I've got a story. They fucked him over, but he's going to a new club right now, and they're just using the English words, which I think is for the best. Personally, there is no benefit to using the Japanese word other than like. You know, I guess cool. Other than just, I guess, appreciation for like the culture, which is one thing. But if you're completely butchering it, then you're not really being very respectful. IMO. But yeah, my grandpa. So I mentioned he kept going. He's opening. He's thinking about opening a dojo. So he went for a test recently. I think it was 4th Dan or something. For those who don't know, and black belt is not the end of martial arts. There's like levels that you get, and our style has 10 like degrees that you can get of black belt. And so you start at first degree, you go up to 10th. Fucking nobody has 10th. I think literally nobody in our style has 10th, quite genuinely on the planet.
That's crazy.
Yeah, our like head of the entire style is 9th. At least he was when I checked last. That was years ago. But anyways, so my grandpa goes in for, I think it's 4th or 5th. And he goes in and he tests and he's doing pretty good. You know, he's doing fine. He's doing a bang up job. He's been doing this for years. He's literally all the way across the country. They had him go to Toronto for this. We're on the West Coast, so that's literally opposite. But, you know, he was out there. He's doing good. Him and his friend who had been doing it for the same amount of time, you know, they were both there. So the test ends, and they're like, you know, Mark, his name's Mark, you did really good. We're not going to give it to you because we don't see you at the they do like little one-on-one sessions or like small group sessions with just the black belts, but these happen like across the country, sometimes across the world. And they're like, well, Mark, we don't see you at these very often. We just don't know you very well, so we're not quite comfortable giving it to you. So literally, it was just fucking politics. It was an excuse to be like, well, we don't recognize you, so you're not getting it. And he was pissed. He was so fucking pissed. He was livid, so he stopped going to this. He broke off from the because it's an organized martial art, right? It's not a mom and pop shop type deal. It's organized and it's official. And he broke off. And he joined a rival, actually. He joined the rival, like, club style, whatever. And is, like, going to them now. You were there. You heard this story.
No. I was looking at all of the spike traps.
Oh, yeah, there's a lot of them there.
Yeah.
But yeah, he joined the rival club, and he's thinking about opening his own dojo soon. Just to get away from it. Which I think is fucking awesome. Because he was so pissed. They just were like, yeah, well, we don't see you around. I'm sorry that you don't fly across the country every other week to come punch old 60-year-old men with us. But yeah, you're gonna have to wait. So,
oh wow,
yeah, he was so pissed. You remember, darling? You were in the car.
Oh, I do.
Yeah, my grandpa does not get angry easily, and he's a very like, I guess
kind
of
nice guy.
He's a great guy. He's a very like subtle angry person. You know what I kind of mean? Does that sound right, darling?
Yeah.
Yeah, very subtle angry. Like you can only tell if you like
know him.
If you know him, right? If you know how he normally acts. And yeah, he was pissed. He does not get angry, and he was just livid. Rightly so.
Yeah. And didn't they also mistake him and his friend? Like, they got them mixed up or something?
Yes. Oh my god, yeah, I totally forgot to mention. Yeah, didn't even know who was who. Got their names mixed up when grading them at the end. Like, holy fuck.
Yeah, because they were, like, giving pointers, right?
Yeah, they were saying, like, oh, Mark, you did this and this wrong. And they were talking to my grandpa's friend, Randy. It's like, come on. You're gonna say you don't recognize... Well, I mean, clearly you don't recognize us, considering you can't even put in the time to learn who's who. Like, come on. It's just politics.
It's just politics.
And it's pretty unfortunate, but it is what it is. Do I look like a Randy? To be fair, Randy doesn't look like a Randy. You saw Randy when we did paintball.
Okay.
You might not remember who he is, but did you see anybody there who looked like a Randy? Besides the guy running the place, he kind of looked like a Randy.
The guy who ran the place looked a little Randy.
He looked a little bit like a Randy.
Randesque.
He looked Randesque. I love that. That feels good to say.
Right?
Randesque. I'm glad you understand that. You feel that. He looked a bit like a Randy.
Oh, sure. He kind of looks more like a Paul, if anything.
No, he doesn't look like a Paul. Maybe I'm biased because I have an uncle named Paul, but like, I don't know. He was too wrinkly frail. You know, wrinkly frail? He was wrinkly frail, right? Yeah, okay. He was a little wrinkly frail to be a Paul.
Thing to say about someone.
He was a mean guy. He was racist. I don't care about being nice to him. He was shitty. He's racist.
Oh wait, no, you're talking about the head of the thing. No, I'm
not talking about Randy. I'm talking about the guy who looked like Randy.
No, I'm not talking about the guy who looked like Randy. I was talking about Randy.
No, you don't even know who Randy is. No, Randy's not wrinkly frail.
Yeah.
You're saying he looked like a Paul. Okay.
Yeah.
In that case, I could see him looking like a Paul. I thought you were saying the guy running the place looked like a Paul. And I was like, no. He looked like a Randy.
We're forgetting. we're mixing up all of our stories. Oh my god. So spelunky, huh?
So spelunky, huh?
You know what?
L plus wrinkly plus frail. What's even going on here? This is an average spelunky stream.
This is an average spelunky stream. Don't worry about it.
Don't even think about it.
We should pull up a whole bunch of random pictures of old men
And see which
and
ones look like Randy. Rank them between Randy's and Paul's.
I think just a sliding scale. Come on.
Yeah, from between Randy and Paul. Because Randy and Paul really are pretty... They're not, I wouldn't say opposites, but they're pretty far apart.
Now, you know what's a catch-all name?
Uh-huh.
Fucking Robert.
Robert
It could be like a Bob, Rob, Robbie.
Yeah, you can have any level of professionalism.
It is like the fucking Swiss Army knife of names.
No, you're right.
Uh-huh.
That is like a very simply working...
It is
name.
a functional name.
It is a functional name. Thank you. That's a good word.
Yeah.
So which one of you is the Paul? Let's see Randy Allen's card. See, it just doesn't work. They're opposites on the scale.
Yeah, exactly. Isn't it crazy that when parents are naming like a baby they don't even know yet?
Right.
They like even before they have a kid, like they gotta like figure out a name that is going to help define the rest of that child's life.
I know.
Like, oh God, what if I say something? What if I say a name and someone is that name in chat?
Well,
Liam.
I was friends with 2 Liams in my life. One of them was a very long time friend, and one of them was a bully of my very long time friend.
Yeah, that tracks.
I wasn't friends after the bullying. I was intermittently friends between bullying. Because sometimes this other Liam was nice, but sometimes he was very mean. He was one of those bullies that like one day is like chummy with you and the other day is like a total dick.
Sure. Liam.
I was in grade 5. I met that bastard. Part of the problem is some goods are named for small. Some names are good for names for small children, but not for adults. And sometimes the other way around. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I mean, you can always change your name. It's a nice thing.
Yeah, that's the beautiful thing in life.
Beautiful thing about names.
Or just get a nickname.
Oh, right. I have sticky bombs. Perfect. Or just get a nickname.
Like, I've actually like known like kids who their family just started calling them a different name. It's not a trans thing. Their family just started calling them like a different nickname, and they just eventually legally changed their name to the nickname.
No, I've run into people like that too, actually.
Yeah. It's weird. It's funky. It's not that funky, but it's just like, oh, hey, new name for a new kid, whatever.
I ran right into that.
You did die.
But I had a friend named Liam in elementary school who bit your older brother and said he didn't do it. It was the snake. Liams are kind of like that.
Liams are a little like
Every
that.
Liam I've known is at least a little feral.
Imagining a little baby named Paul.
See, that's the thing. You cannot name an infant child Paul.
Paul's come out of the womb and they're 40.
Randy's, on the other hand, Randy's can like at least get through the teenage years. There's a lot of teenager Randys out there.
I can see like a 22-year-old Randy. Anything past that is just...
Once they're around 40, they can switch to Randall if they want.
Sure. Or they have to be kind of like, you know, the cool older guy.
Yeah, 100%.
And by the cool older guy, I mean he's kind of a fucking weirdo.
Well, yeah, that's...
Yeah.
Gray is the funniest name. Yeah, that's pretty good.
You're kind of right with it.
I don't know. I'm only thinking about Greg Heffley right now.
Yeah, I am too.
Yeah.
But still, like,
what's the consensus on the name of Charlie? Charlie is a good all-purpose name, I think.
Again, a very utility name. You can give them like a bunch of fucking nicknames.
Yeah.
You know, like it's a utility name.
Yeah, and not only that, I think that just the name Charlie works at like all ages.
Sure.
You know, Robert is a little tough to spin on a kid. Luckily, there's a lot of nicknames. You can do a Rob for a kid, right?
Yeah. Rob, Bob, Bobby.
Exactly.
Bobby's
right?
a great
Bobby's
one.
a great kid's name. And a good like adult's name too, if they like, you know, become like a barbecue dad or something, you know?
Sure.
You know, a barbecue
like
Bobby.
Bob's Burger.
Like Bob's Burger. Exactly. But yeah, Charlie, yeah, I think Charlie is a solid all-purpose name.
Or Robbie, yeah, we know one of those.
Know one of those.
Another utility name.
Okay.
And I'm going down like the Charlie route where it's like kind of gender neutral as well.
Sure.
Alex. Alex is a good fucking utility name.
Great name.
Uh-huh.
It's my little. It's Aiden's middle name.
No kidding.
Alexander, technically, but yeah.
But like Alex, you know, I could see a professional person being called Alex.
Absolutely.
I could see, you know, a fucking immature person being called Alex. It is just a very.
What about Danny? Well, he's a phantom. Also, our landlord. It's named Danny. Danny's a good all-purpose name. Again. Can't go wrong with a Danny. Actually, Danny's not our landlord. Danny is our property manager.
Danny's our property
Excuse
manager.
me.
Our landlord owns so many fucking houses that he has to have someone else.
He doesn't even live in Canada. He lives in somewhere else.
He lives elsewhere across the ye old ocean. Adding that to my potential list of new names. Love Alex. Alex is just a very good name. And also for trans people, it's good plausible deniability.
Sophie's karate grandpa to sliding scale of Paul to Randy to inappropriate baby names. Yeah. Thank you. I'm glad you're following. Is there an issue?
Are you taking notes?
Are you taking notes? This will be on the test. This is simple chemistry, okay? This is equivalent exchange.
Sure. God, you know what? Speaking of names, do you remember? Did you see that fucking sliding scale of is this a person's name or a pet name, like, going around?
I haven't taken it. I haven't taken it because Red's dog is named Sophie, and I'm so scared about what those results are going to look like. If I already know one dog named Sophie.
Duke.
Oh, no. Do you want the ball? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
But it's just like, again, I think it would be really fun. Okay, new idea for people's names. Obviously, names have too many connotations attached to them.
Sure.
I think we should name every single person like how we name horses.
Right.
It's gotta be
shoot them when they break their leg. Gotcha.
Shoot them when they break their leg.
Same as horses.
No, it's gotta be specific. It's gotta be recognizable, and it can never be repeated.
Okay.
I want people to start getting named after fucking types of cars because their parents can't fucking think of anything else.
Mitsubishi, come back to the get out of the pool, Mitsubishi.
Come home, please.
That's gonna be the future when all the cars are self-driving.
Mitsubishi, go off of stop lift work and come home. You've done a good work day.
Stop lift work?
Lift work, yeah, they're a lift. And they just auto drive people around the fucking town.
All right.
So even your car has a fucking job.
Like Uber, like Lyft, like Uber, like
like Uber,
like the app Lyft,
like the app Lyft. Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know.
No, even your car has a job in this horrible hellscape I've created.
Well, you got to make money. They got to pitch in.
Yeah, they got to pitch in.
Honestly, a world where your car could pitch in for rent. I mean, hellish on its own right in the conceptually.
Incredibly.
But I can't lie. Passive income like that is hard to come by these days.
My fucking... They're literally just paying for their own gas. They just like feeling free.
True.
It's like a teenager, you know?
You're not wrong, though. Like, I had a friend who did DoorDash deliveries. Yeah. And literally
DoorDash and Uber gas. And Lyft and stuff, they just fuck over people.
Yeah, barely covered gas, if that.
If you are, like, considering taking up one of those jobs, don't. It will not cover your rent.
You'd probably be better off as a taxi driver, honestly.
Yeah.
Because then you get at least, like, an hourly paycheck, I think.
Yeah.
I think. I don't know how taxi drivers get paid. They better not get paid off commission. That'd be gross.
Well, I mean, they've got the little ticker in the car and everything.
They do got a little ticker. That sounds like an innuendo. I'm sorry, taxi drivers. You got big ticker. I'm sorry.
You got big old weenus penis.
Big weenus penis taxi drivers. My mom used to take taxis everywhere, and she knew like every taxi driver in town.
That's sweet.
Yeah, she was friends with all of them. It was really sweet.
Your mom's such a nice lady.
Oh, she's so sweet. They also recognized me because she's my mom, and like I joined her like once, and the next time I went on a cab, they were like, "Oh, hey, Sophie, it's you. How you doing?" Yeah.
Aw. That's cute, actually.
It was very sweet. Yeah.
Again, just wherever we live, it is such a nice and homely place that we will not talk about any further to not dox ourselves.
Oh, excuse me. I think saying we have taxis.
No,
and
I was saying where we live, like people recognize each other. That's what I'm trying to say without saying where we live. You know, hear what I... You understand?
Okay.
Yeah, also your mom rules. Mom's so cool.
My mom's great.
neat.
She's very sweet.
She's very sweet.
It was really nice seeing her.
You didn't break the pot.
I didn't, and I realized it as I was walking through the door. And I didn't want to say anything because I was embarrassed. And then you bring it up in all chat.
Embarrass
knows.
yourself. Embarrass yourself.
Oh,
right
I
now.
peed my pants.
Ah, good job.
Out of embarrassment.
Good job.
Now I'm double
Freaking
embarrassed.
embarrassing yourself. Can't believe this.
I'm gonna lose that dog.
This dog is going to get squished.
It's going to die. It is going to die. It's going to die. I want to bring my mom. Thank you for the wah-wah. I want to bring my mom back on stream.
Yeah, she's fun.
It's funny how like natural she came to streaming.
Yeah, she's got ADHD. Why do you think all the fucking
Where did I get
content
it?
creators got it?
It's so funny how much I am my mom's daughter. Like, we were at Christmas, and she just started talking about like, you know, there really is nothing better than just like delicious food with like just eating really good food and like being with people you care about. Like literally, I had said almost verbatim the exact same
Nearly
thing to
verbatim,
Duke.
yeah.
Like a couple days, several times actually before that. I've tweeted about it. I tweeted that mantra, and literally, and just like recently, she was like, "Oh man, this is delicious. Oh, this is beautiful. There's nothing better, just really good food." Life hack: if you embarrass yourself in a conversation, just pee your pants, and everyone will forget the awkward thing you said. True. I do that all the time on stream. I don't have like a pants cam or anything, so it doesn't help me too much. But one of these days, it's gonna save me.
Yeah! Exclamation point pants cam in chat.
Exclamation point thrown.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, gift me the pants cam. Sophie baby legal disclaimer: there will not be a pants cam. I just got like an omen that I had to say that. Like I feel like Saul Goodman appeared in my ear.
Who's going to sue for that?
I don't know, but I felt it. I felt a lawyer. I felt
down your spine.
I felt a ghost lawyer enter my like ear and be like, "You have to clarify. You have to do it right now,
You have to.
or you're gonna be showing pee pants on stream.
You will have to.
You
piss
will
yourself
have
on
to piss
stream.
yourself on stream." I just got off like a life path. I just
That was like a QTE.
It's a QTE, exactly. That was like a David Cage, like they will remember this moment, and I got out of the bad ending.
Yeah.
I just escaped the bad ending.
I love you.
I love you. There should be a disclaimer on all my streams from now on saying there will not be a pants cam.
Nothing Sophie Baby says can be verified.
Nothing Sophie Baby says can be related to her pants in any way, shape, or form.
You escaped the piss stream. Congratulations.
God, Spelunky streams are always so good.
Yeah.
Spelunky streams are like the cream of the Sophie Baby crop.
Cream?
Cream? Whenever a Sophie Baby Spelunky 2 stream happens, something like this always comes with it.
Hey, can I have access to your Nightbot?
No. Last time you did that, you had an enlist command.
Can I have access to your Nightbot, please?
No, because I'm
Oh
playing.
my god,
video
wait!
game.
I can add comm. I forgot.
No, come back!
Hold on. I'm gonna be back.
I don't like this. I don't like where this is going. I feel like most of our running jokes have come up during Spelunky streams. They just kind of oh, there I go. They just kind of they naturally generate them. Stop enlisting. Everybody chats enlisting. Get out. They're gonna take away your golden years. You're gonna leave traumatized with a little bit of money in the bank. I know they say they'll pay for your college, but it's not worth it. Trust me. Ooh, that was a really high grill bucks roll. 98,000. It caps out at a mil. For 100,000. I mean, it's a high one. Legal. I don't know if I like approve of this. I don't know if I sign off on this one. Not gonna lie, darling.
Do you want me to delete it?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, let's do it right now. We can keep it for today.
Yay. A queer oddity. I hope the jacket was cool. And I'm sorry. So no piss cam.
No piss cam. Well, so you don't gotta join the Air Force to get a cool jacket. Just go to a fucking military surplus store. They got loads of them.
Just do whatever those people who are LARPing.
Bourbon Boy, thank you for the follow. Bourbon Boy.
Bourbon
Boy. Bourbon Boy. It sounds like a brand. You know?
Yeah.
Like an alcohol brand. It's like, oh, Bourbon Boy. Get your Bourbon Boy today. Except the boy part kind of makes it sound whimsical. So, like, it's an alcohol brand, but for children.
Yeah.
Bourbon Boy. Yeah, no, you know what this is? This is a Fallout advertisement, okay?
Okay.
This is like an alternate, like, universe, like, kind of advertisement. It is for bourbon for kids. You know?
Sure.
It's like a 1950s ad. Bourbon Boy.
Sure. With a side of asbestos.
Yeah, exactly. The glass that it comes in is lined with lead
Yeah.
and uranium at the same time.
Yeah. It really make it.
Well, the uranium makes it glowy, see, which is where the kid part comes in.
Oh, true.
Right.
Kids love glowing things.
Well, it's also marketed to parents because, you know, the bourbon really helps them get to sleep.
And the lead makes them sleep longer.
My grandma would always joke about, like, giving me a glass of bourbon to get to sleep or something, or just like rum or something to, like, help me sleep. Yeah, she'd be like, "Oh, you know, back in my day, we just give the kids a glass of bourbon and that get them right to sleep."
Is your grandma okay?
I don't think she did it. I think it's a joke.
Yeah, I love radioactive asbestos. Yippee!
When I was a kid once, my grandparents were, like, hosting a small party. I was very young. I was probably 5, maybe 6.
Sure.
And my grandpa had left his drink out, and you know, it looked like a Coke. And so, you know, sometimes I would steal a sip of his drink, right? So I'd take a sip, and it was rum and Coke. So I was half right, and I just scrunched my face right up. And, like, my grandparents tell the story because they were watching it happen, and they just didn't stop me because they knew it'd be funny. And I scrunched my face up. I was like, ew, and I ran away. And they tell me that story all the time. They just watched and laughed.
Your grandparents are so fucking funny.
I think that legitimately was, like, the reason I don't drink to this day. Because it was so gross, and I've always just been haunted with that memory of how disgusting alcohol tastes. I wanted a delicious sweet Coca-Cola, and I was tricked.
You were tricked, bamboozled.
I was bamboozled.
Mm-hmm. You poor thing. You should sue.
My grandparents?
Yeah.
You see, you left alcohol unattended at a party with children,
Oh,
sir.
God. Stop,
I know.
actually.
I know. It's like, actually, ugh.
I'm
going Karen, but, like, retroactively.
Retroactively.
We're gonna do time travel Karening. This could be a Doctor Who episode.
Doctor Who, where you go and, like, into the past to see your parents.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh, that's a nice and fun trick.
I'm sure there's some, like, wordplay you could do with Karen and time travel. I'm sure there's something you could make happen for the episode title.
Sure. Why not?
Why not?
Why not?
One time you had a cup of salad dressing blindfolded and you can never...
Oh. Oh, I'm
Gross.
so sorry. That's nasty. One of my old friends from when I was a child, hi Jack. I think I've talked about you on stream
We've talked
before.
about Jack.
This is the same kid who got bit by
Every
animal
Yeah.
under the
Giraffe.
sun, including giraffes and dolphins.
Dolphins can
Dolphins.
bite?
Yeah, they can bite. They got big old teeth.
I don't think about that. I'm not a dolphin expert.
I love you. But Jack would make concoctions.
Jack would jump over the candlestick.
He would make fucking concoctions where, you know, like, he'd start off with, like, a lemonade or something.
Right.
And then, you know how, like, at a restaurant there's a whole bunch of condiments on the desk and stuff.
Right. No, I think I know where
So,
this is going.
He would, you know, mix it with ketchup and mustard and, like, all the little, like, you know, packets of sugar and other shit, and then, like, the jams, and then just everything else, and then other people's drinks, and then he would drink it, and we would all go, ew!
Yep. Oh, the classic shock value eat gross things kid. I think that's like a trope. I had one of those in high school.
Oh yeah.
Ate a plate of ketchup, ate just soy sauce and what's it called? The green stuff. It's made of horseradish. What's it called? You know what I'm talking about.
Oh,
wasabi.
I'm sorry, I completely
ate a-
spaced out.
You're not listening to me.
No, I was.
Just ate a plate of ketchup, ate a plate of wasabi and soy sauce mixed together, ate all sorts of stuff.
Yeah.
That's
That
classic.
rules.
That's a no, don't celebrate it.
Don't celebrate it.
This is exactly what they want. They do it for the attention.
It's true.
You're giving them exactly what they want. Oh, and I'm out of money. The kid who would just eat horrible food combinations and get people to laugh and recoil.
Yep,
Yeah,
that's
that's
the
exactly what it
one.
was. Yeah.
You gotta love them for
Yeah.
it.
A distant cousin of the kid who would say racist things to get a reaction. I'm sorry, but it's true.
I guess
They're not the
so,
same
yeah.
person, but they're very closely related.
It is the same type.
And you'll know who I'm talking about. There was also one of those in every high school.
Honestly, I never saw one. And I'm lucky for it. Sorry, I had...
Oh, chat gets it. Chat gets it.
No, I've definitely heard of them, and the moment that I joined Overwatch, I learned of them.
That, you know what, that very, very much that demographic, yeah.
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 I'd like to say I was a mildly sheltered kid.
More than mildly.
I
No
was a
offense, darling.
sheltered. No, I was a sheltered
Yeah,
kid.
you didn't go on the
kid
internet
now,
till you were like a teenager.
Yeah, no, but like Overwatch was like where I first heard like the Overwatch, you know, like voice chat or whatever. Was,
I
like, the
understand.
First I heard.
It wasn't in the game files.
McCree said slurs, is all I'm saying.
I mean, given the original person who's named after.
Yeah, but oh god, I've got the hiccups now. But yeah, that's where I first like heard all that shit and learned of those very people.
Mm-hmm.
Woof.
Oh my goodness, I just got bounced all over the place.
You did.
I got a little bit bounced.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the dog's still alive at least.
Nice. Shoot it.
No, what the fuck?
I'm sorry, that was
Clip it, and I'm gonna point to it anytime you ever make fun of me for killing a dog again.
It was the hiccups.
You knew about 10 to 20 kids in your middle school that were like that. Oh, middle school, that's all there is.
You see,
You know the one kid who would always like make fake moaning sounds too? Like the that kid.
don't make those noises. People fucking clip that and be weird.
So I made a
about it.
bad one. So I didn't make like a real one. I know better.
Okay.
I'm not listen, I've made my way around, all right? I know how to protect. I know how to stay safe in Twitch.
Yeah.
You okay, darling?
I'm having hiccup problem. Fuck.
That's not what hiccups do. What is wrong with every time you get hiccups, you have either an alien sound or you can't breathe. That's not what hiccups are. That's just not what they do.
I'm sorry.
That's not how hiccups work. He just shrugged.
I'm breathing. I'm trying to hold my breath.
Don't hold. Oh, you're trying to do the hold your breath thing to get rid of them. Come here. I'm gonna hit your back. I'm gonna hit your back until they go away.
No, that's gonna make it worse.
Your diaphragm is whack. What happened to your diaphragm? What you doing there?
I was forced to eat cement when I was 5.
Oh, I love you.
I love you.
I'm sorry you're hurting.
No, I've always had fucked up hiccups.
That's not normal. That's abnormal. Like the guy from Garfield.
Yeah, no, before I knew you, actually, I'm doing way better than I used to be. Before I knew you, I would have probably hiccup attacks that would last a day to 2 days.
What the fuck?
Like 1 to 2 days, and then just on and off all day. I would be basically incapacitated.
What the fuck?
With my hiccups. That's not normal?
No! Also, that's your esophagus. I'm sorry that my husband got the science wrong on eating cement.
You know, you'd have like hour-long hiccup
No.
times.
Also, especially not me, because I don't get hiccups
No,
for more
because
than
you're a
one.
fucking goddess.
Yes,
yeah.
I can dispel them. No, listen, goddess implies, you know, some sort of like at birth righteousness. No, I developed this skill. I'm no goddess. I'm a scientist. Okay?
You're an artist.
I'm an artist. Thank you for understanding. You've heard of chronic hiccups? Okay, but his hiccups make him stop breathing. That's not normal.
No, I get very,
Your chest gets very tight.
yes.
Yeah, not normal.
Oh. Duly noted.
You know what happened back when I could get hiccups? I'd hiccup. That's it. That's all hiccups are. You hiccup. That's hence the name.
I'm better now, though. I'm okay now. I'm fine. It's probably
For how long?
It's probably whatever the same issue as the gas is. It's just probably just some fuck up thing.
Oh, 100% it is, yeah. Also, I thought you said the cats.
The cats.
The cats, yeah.
I completely forgot what we were talking about. Oh yeah, my fucking middle school. My mom was a very involved parent.
Good word.
When it came to schooling.
Mm-hmm. You can just say she was a PTA mom. You can come out with it.
No, she was a PTA mom. But I feel like that's underselling it.
Sure. Okay.
No, I genuinely feel like calling
yeah.
her a PTA mom would be underselling it because she was territorial and abrasive.
You're still saying PTA. You haven't really gone beyond PTA mom.
Okay, but so in my middle school, my mom wanted to take a big step in basically, you know, doing anything that the principal wasn't doing, right?
Right.
She did not work there. She worked at the previous school that I went to, but not this one. So she wanted to be very involved. And it got to the point where she disagreed with every other parent and hated them viscerally.
Mm-hmm.
Like viscerally.
Mm-hmm.
Like she would complain about them for hours.
Mm-hmm.
And it got to the point where I had a class, sixth grade. I had a class of, let's say, 20 students, right?
Sure.
By the end of 8th grade, there were only 8.
Oh my god.
And it was all from the, like, inner parental drama.
Evil.
They just took the kids out of the grade because they didn't want to fucking deal with it.
Crazy.
That's what I'm saying. Like, she's a step above.
I'm glad you made
Terrifying.
it. I'm glad they didn't eat you in that school.
I was mostly clueless.
I'm glad you didn't get like assassinated as a power play against your mom.
Honestly, I'm surprised too. It's like one of those fucking fucking weird family dramas or whatever.
Yeah.
Except it's like a school and like a bunch of just like parents who don't give a shit or give too much of a shit. It was awesome.
I love you.
I love you.
What a life you've lived.
What a life I've lived. But yeah, that's why I didn't know, and I'm low on like the tropes of like middle school type stuff is what I was trying to fill in before I had a hiccup attack. Excuse me.
Well, as a normal thing that everybody gets.
I didn't think it was that abnormal. I thought you were abnormal because you just don't get.
I mean, I'm definitely a little abnormal in that I can get rid of my hiccups. That's not normal, but like neither is being like asphyxiated from your hiccup attacks.
I'm nodding my head.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking like very thoughtfully downwards towards my hands.
Okay.
And I'm just nodding my head. Yeah. We're like two sides of a spectrum.
We kind of are.
We kind of are.
We are our own little Paul to Randy.
We are our
ratio.
own Paul to Randy, but with hiccups.
Mm-hmm.
If you've just joined the stream, I'm sorry, we're not going to explain this one.
Personally, I think my hiccup thing is the Paul and your hiccup thing is the Randy.
I'll take that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I'll take that.
Randy is an erratic name.
Mm-hmm. Just like
You
how...
okay?
Huh?
Sounded like you had a little hiccup there.
I'm still recovering.
I know.
Look,
I can tell.
it's not a linear
go.
type thing. I am still in distress, is what I'm trying to say. Don't worry about it.
Not how that works.
I once gave my hiccups to someone else because I didn't want them anymore. Are you a witch? Actually,
hexed
no.
their esophagus.
Actually, no. Hiccups would spread through my family like a plague. My mom was kind of like what I'm at. She was less bad.
Sure.
But my mom got the
So
hiccups.
this is a genetic curse that you've got.
It may be a genetic curse, but like we would pass it on, like from me to my brother to my mom,
Mm-hmm.
and then occasionally my dad would also get hiccups. Like it would spread. I'm just realizing. Yeah, no. I understand. I understand. For anyone watching the VOD of this, good luck. No, they know exactly what they're doing because they started from the beginning.
Yeah, if they're on the VOD, they got all the
VOD
context.
watchers. You saw the secret code in pre-stream. You didn't skip pre-stream.
Yeah, you didn't skip pre-stream,
You
right?
didn't skip pre-stream, did you?
Why would you skip pre? That's part of the video.
That's part of the VOD.
You remember the code, right?
You remember the code,
And then
right?
if you don't remember the code, you know the consequences, right?
In the comment section right now, put down the code.
Please put down the code that you watched.
That you watched in.
Also, I've
pre-stream.
deleted the first half of the VOD now, so you actually can't go back and look, just to make sure. Because, well, I want to make sure that you're being honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is for VOD watchers only, by the way.
Yeah, of course. Pre-stream, then P-stream. Hey, I don't think I like that.
Exclamation point legal right now. I love you.
No P-stream.
No P-stream.
No P-stream. My lawyer has told me to say no P-stream. Oh, I didn't. I fucked up.
You did a little bit.
That's fine. I got ropes.
You got ropes. Burp.
I love you.
I love you.
I need another ropes? This is crazy.
Absolutely.
In this economy?
Absolutely shameful.
Well, it's not shameful. That's a little rude.
Hmm?
I'm shameful? It's oh.
No, the ropes.
No. Sorry.
Scary.
I got very
No, that's
scared.
okay. That was very scary.
Very scary.
Very scary.
Very scary.
Very scary. Leave.
Okay. I used to be able to get rid of Duke's hiccups.
Once I was so sick and tired of having the hiccups that I just put like I drank like an entire glass of water, but I just held it in my mouth. And I was just like, if you hiccup, you die. I don't give a shit anymore. And I actually psyched myself out of it. I was so fucking tired.
Maybe I just have that level of willpower. Like I can psych myself into that life or death situation at will. And that's how I stop my hiccups.
Maybe.
Maybe. Or maybe my body just knows better.
Maybe you're just built different.
I'm kind of just built
You're
different.
just kind of built different. You're kind of just awesome and special, and I love you or
Oh,
something.
I love you. We should get married. Whoa, how'd these rings on our fingers get here?
Whoa!
Whoa.
Whoa! Look at you navigating.
I'm navigating.
You're navigating.
Me when I'm in a jungle and I'm lost.
And you're navigating. And you have a compass.
Map 2.
Up to. You're looking at the stars.
I don't know how to read them.
We're lost.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh.
That's fine.
Oh.
That's worth it.
Oh.
It's worth it. I can take a bump on the noggin. I've been through worse. It was worth it just to know. Just to know.
Just to know. I couldn't make that jump.
Just to know.
Just to know.
What an age we live in where hiccuping is a matter of life and death. You know, no, I think this is a universal concept.
No, I bet in medieval times, you know, like ye old peasant.
You know, it's kind of beautiful in a way that we can bond with our ancestors.
Oh,
with,
yeah.
With that feeling of hiccuping and wanting it to go away, you know?
Really, really bad. To the point where they probably, like,
Drank a glass of water.
They probably drank a glass
mug,
of water.
You know,
or
a goblet.
Canteen of beer or something.
Yeah.
And maybe also drank something that's probably poisonous to nowadays
Almost
standards.
certainly. But, you know, we can at least relate with the emotional connection.
Absolutely.
Why am I doing it like this?
I don't know. I was kind of just sitting here going, what is she up to?
What am I up to? Here, let's do this the normal way, shall we?
Yeah. You know what? I think maybe to improve this society that we live in right now, and you know the TikTok stuff we were talking about earlier, VOD watchers, you better be taking fucking notes.
Just the VOD watchers know what we're talking about more than the chatters right now.
Oh,
honestly.
definitely. Actually, hey, if you're a VOD watcher right now, chat, cover your ears. VOD watchers, keep your ears open.
Did you just see that?
I did.
Oh my god. Hey, VOD watchers, did you guys just see that?
Hey, VOD watchers, did you guys just see that?
That one's for the VOD watchers
Also,
to
I'm
replay.
kissing you on the lips with tongue.
VOD watchers?
No.
I better start watching this VOD. On the lips with tongue? Ew. You're like licking my lips?
Yeah.
That's kind of like what I'm picturing here.
Your lips are kind of dry.
They are. They're
They
very
are.
dry. They're very dry.
Let me just...
Oh, thank you. You'd argue we bond with our ancestors in the poison front too. You seem some of the stuff that goes in our bodies. I suppose.
Yeah. Microplastics.
I love microplastics.
I love microplastics.
Michael.
Actually, can we have a villain just named Michael Plastics? I think that would be really funny.
It's like a Henry O'Hare type deal.
Yeah, you know, like...
Bubblegum GF, thank you for the follow.
I was waiting for you to say that. I'm so sorry.
It's all good. No, I appreciate that. Actually, I really appreciate the stop. That's great stream etiquette. Duke can't even hear the alerts, so that was primo right there.
If I talk over an alert, I apologize.
You
greatly.
haven't.
But God, what was I trying to
That
say?
was really close. The only alerts you've ever talked over are donations.
Oh,
You know,
well, that's worse.
the message has to go through. You don't know when that message ends.
That's true.
But
I should
I'll
start
usually stay
timing it
silent while
mentally.
it's playing, and you can use that. Anyways,
What
were you saying?
God, what was I trying to say?
I don't even know.
Oh yeah, you know, like those old bad guy, like oil tycoon guys. I
Right.
think there should be a new type where it's just like the microplastics guy,
I think so
and
too.
he should be named Michael Plastic.
Honestly, I can see that happening. Like,
and
you know,
they should give me money if they do that.
I think they should just give us money in general.
I think they should just give us money. That'd be kind of swag.
I mean, they got it. They run plastics.
They-
it's Michael Plastics.
It is Michael Plastics we're talking about.
Still the oil guy. Fair enough.
You know what? That's true.
Oh, there's a lot of bugs here.
I feel like Michael Plastics is gonna be like the evil nephew of the oil guy, you know?
Yeah.
Actually, you know what?
The hip young kid.
The
like
hip young
they
kid.
know TikTok, but they also know how to like
Actually-
mistreat their workers.
Actually, you know what? You know how there's like that, you know how Lex Luthor cloned himself and was pretending to be his son at some point in the comics?
no, I have sex.
Okay.
I say to my husband.
You say to your husband.
Continue.
I think it's gonna be one of those like Lex Luthor versus baby Lex Luthor like situations. You know, it's going to be Mr. Oil's Baron, but it's actually his son, but actually it's cloned to Mr. Oil's Baron.
Right. Okay.
And the Oil's Baron's son is
No, that
Michael
tracks.
Plastics. Yeah. It's all coming together. He's the new Silicon Valley man. Exactly.
Oh my god.
Exactly.
Yeah. Talking about Cal. Maybe. Duke, are you talking about Cal?
I forgot his fucking name. All I know is that he had really funny hair. Because you know how Lex Luthor's bald? They're just like, yeah,
I do.
we know how to make him not.
We
Lex
know how to
Luthor.
make him look different.
We know how to make him look different.
There's so many bugs down here. Oh my goodness.
And I think it was in like what the fucking 70s or something. I could be entirely wrong there,
Ooh.
but it's like the big old 70s foofy hair.
Set in the 70s or made in the 70s?
Made
Ooh.
set. Well,
Ooh,
yes.
okay. Fair enough. All right, I guess.
Superman comics don't usually like separate themselves too much, I suppose.
I disagree.
Hmm.
I have not read Superman comics. I do not believe you that there is no like future set Superman comics or like past set Superman comics.
No, you're right. Kind of.
It's superhero comics. They do time travel. I
It's-
know it.
He's their son. Superman and Lex Luthor had a baby? That's beautiful.
Beautiful. Love
Wow.
wins.
Love wins. I don't fucking remember. I'm
That's
so sorry.
gay love.
What was that noise?
that's,
A seal was dying on a beach?
that's the sound he makes when he talks about gay love. Do you not know the post? That's gay love. I can't even do it anymore.
I have no clue what you're talking about. Oh my god.
Put on my headphones. Put on my headphones.
3 seconds.
Where is it? There it is. Wait.
Yes, Sam. That's gay love.
Oh my god.
I can't believe you haven't seen that.
I love you.
Oh, we gotta compose ourselves. I love you.
love
Come here.
you.
We gotta compose ourselves. Oh,
I love you.
I love you. That probably helped your diaphragm. Oh, my game broke again.
Oh no.
I'm crying. I got tears in my eyes.
That's really good.
Can't believe you'd never seen that.
No. Jesus Christ. Uh-oh.
No, I know, it's fine. It's not fine.
It's not fine.
Oh.
Yes, Sam, that's gay love.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, it is.
awesome. Oh, God.
Christ. Oh my god, my chest hurts.
Mm-hmm. That was awesome. Oh.
What is that from?
It's freaking Lord of the Rings. I don't know. Oh.
It can't be from Lord of the Rings. Sam already knows what gay love is.
True. The Hobbit's just had a different word for it.
Oh my goodness.
Mhm.
That is the Lord of the Rings. Actually? Did they have gay love in the Lord of the Rings animated movies?
Mm-hmm.
What the hell?
I don't think the gay love part was in it. I'm so sorry to tell you.
He says it.
Maybe it is. Who knows?
There's gay love.
That's gay love.
Nobody explain it. Nobody
Nobody
please.
explain it, actually.
Nobody
That's just
explain
how it is.
It's gay love. All I know about the animated Lord of the Rings movie is that one gif where Gandalf is juking out arrows. Nobody's business. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No, that's a different one, I believe.
What?
No, wait, it's this. Wait.
Huh?
There's like a bunch
What?
of bunch of different
Get
like
your-
Lord of the Rings
your
Hobbits
properties in order.
movies. I swear to God. I don't know. I'm tired.
I am something.
I'm frazzled. My chest hurts.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine.
That was really good.
I think I'm good to go.
You think you're
I
done?
think that's the stream.
I think that's the stream.
I don't think we can get better than gay
I
love.
don't think so. That was really funny. What made you think of that?
I don't remember the context. It's
That's
been
okay.
it's been a whole laughing fit. You think my brain has enough cells left in it? I'm done.
Understandable. Well,
Let's
show
raid
off fan
somebody.
art. Fan art. Fan art.
I
Fan
already
art.
showed the fan.
I know, but like,
Gotta show it again.
yeah, you gotta show it again. You gotta
Thank you,
get
Zap
into the
Porter, for
habit.
drawing this. This
Thank
is
you,
very
Zap.
sweet.
Very
This is
cute.
fantastic. I'm sorry. Thank you again, Andromeda K90, Girl Stream Team, and Justin Trasco. I think I forgot to thank y'all last stream. Apologies. Jackson's currently playing Silent Hill 3.
Oh hell yeah!
We're gonna raid Jackson.
And it's gonna be gay love.
Everybody copy and paste this into Jackson's chat. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Thank you for sticking around. Thank you for listening to this. Stay tuned for incredible action.
Incredible gay love.
Incredible gay love.
Incredible sex.
Incredible sex. I'll have what I'm having.
I'll have.
All right, bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.